just flood in. We'll let Snowy stream in the server.
Are you even in that server?
No.
No, I'll see it.
Okay. Appreciate you, big Sam.
Wow, we have 20 followers on Twitch.
Not
Oh
bad.
my god, we're hitting the big leagues.
Wow, guys.
The big 20. All right, well.
Sigma.
Sigma. All right, well, I guess we can start. Yeah. Welcome back. Live Never Grouped once again. So we got to address the elephant in the room for address me. We got to address the elephant in the room first. So how the math is going to work, since 3/4 of the never grouped group got grouped, but Big H made Swiss, that equates to playoff, meaning closed, meaning technically
never grouped.
Technically,
yeah, which
we never got
grouped.
By definition,
exactly.
It's
you just
also,
have to like compare it a little bit.
If you're wondering why it's episode 6 and not episode 5, it's because episode 5 was lost to the sands of time because of a certain individual who's on the podcast who we won't name out loud.
Happens. It's all good. It was one of those things where it's like you just had to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, you
honestly.
just had to be there.
I don't think we had some like generational takes, but
No.
like
I did. I was wrong. I did, but I was wrong, and it didn't matter because there's no proof that I was wrong.
Bang. We fucked up.
Yeah, but now we fixed it, so it won't happen again.
Everything got fixed. We're fine. We're completely fine. Anyways.
5, 6, 7.
Guys, apparently Pikachu has the VOD on it.
Wait, you have the VOD? Yes, I want that VOD. Hey, send it to me. Send it to me. And wait, you screen recorded all of it. Yo, W peek at you. W peek at you. Anyways.
Especially Sam's take the
Why? Okay. Why did Rena Smile just type? Didn't you say Blue Star was first seed? We're getting there.
Bar. We'll get there. We'll get there, bro. We'll get there. All right. Well, we gotta start with get the easy stuff out of the way. Group A went exactly
easy. By the way, we were wrong a lot. There's a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about, but we gotta get the easy stuff out of the way. Group A and B, we were kind of correct. Group A was correct. Group B, I wasn't expecting Lob Squad to go out to SubZero, but A. W SubZero.
Okay, real quick, and we're not gonna spend too much time on these groups because we're right. I did say last episode that BuzzKill Lush would determine how I felt about BuzzKill for the rest of the event, and it was insanely close for like no reason.
Yeah.
Which I will say, Lush did play, like when we go to talk about top 16, Lush did play better than expected. Mm-hmm. But when I saw like an OT and then a 13-10, I was just like,
I'm scared.
Yeah. And then Group B?
Group B,
I think they were playing with a sub online prince. No, SubZero.
They had super sub. I don't know who this is, but they like apparently were like God's gift to Valorant.
I saw online prince on the timeline after OQ, and like the radiant shit I'd be seeing, I don't know. Apparently,
we will. We will bring up like look at plus 22.
Jeez,
like 20.
Yeah. I mean,
look at my smokes, bro. 9 and 3
happens.
Are we gonna talk about like the OQ4 rating sometime? Like eventually?
Yeah, when we get to top 16, probably
the ratings. Yeah,
we will.
Yeah, we can talk about the lowest rating too, Pikachu. If you're okay with that, we can do that too.
Oh shit.
Yo, Mike's on.
Oh shit.
Yo, Mike's on. Group C. Group C. We were one off of being correct. Catnappers actually did take the first seed, and AXA went second.
Hey.
But like,
hey.
Map 3. Hey.
Okay. Admittedly, we did say that was a toss up.
Exactly.
Yes. And
Kay did say Catnappers.
I did say Catnappers.
Kay did say Catnappers.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why you made Swiss.
Okay,
this is why
Kay had your fucking back. My bad.
Wow.
But it was a toss up. Like it was still a map 3.
You had Super Soldier JJ in the server, which is like pretty good. And Catnappers pulled it out. Like they were close games. It was a banger series. It was just close.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was like my favorite thing, and this is like no diss because I know Ida's in the chat also. My favorite thing is when it's like a close map 3. Everyone's like, "Who the fuck you talking about second seed?" I was like, "It's still close, guys." Like I don't know.
Look, man. We said. We coin flipped it. We said it was a coin flip, and then
it happened with Crysalis too, and we'll talk about that when we get there.
Do we want to talk about Sorry, I don't mean.
No,
to
no,
No,
Oh my
no.
god, I have insider info on the Crysalis
I
thing.
want to talk about Agent Super Team real quick.
Yes, yeah.
Just like the It was first series not so close, second series pretty close. I actually, if
Not
I'm gonna
Breeze.
be completely honest, oh yeah, Breeze wasn't close. If
That's
I'm gonna be
not Breeze.
completely honest, I think Agent Super Team takes us if fucking Roso doesn't go like plus what, like 40 plus 35. I think they generally take this.
36.
Yeah, no,
plus
this
36.
is a generational game.
I think they
W
genuinely
Discord
take
mod.
This was this was
Yeah.
a Rosa 1v9 as fuck.
Like
I'm putting the
actually,
team on my back.
actually 1v9 every single map, bro.
Plus,
Plus
I'm going.
two rating.
I will not go on a Phoenix tangent, but plus 36 playing primarily Phoenix is pretty OP. Is all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Shit.
Yeah.
So
437 ACS on map 2, nearly 360 on map 3. Like
they
I don't know.
if we want to talk about it, I did talk about how I wanted AXA to change their breeze, and they changed it.
Yeah.
They swapped to the double smoke,
Mm-hmm.
which is like, thank you.
Also-
I asked for
Better.
this.
Yeah.
We were right. We were right about this group being quite a bit of a toss-up. This match was like pretty close, and then the Catnappers game. Was the Catnappers game close?
Map 3. Like
Yeah, map 3.
It was all
Okay.
close.
Yeah,
It was
these
all
are
close, I'm
all
sure.
pretty
No,
close. Like,
because map 2 was 13-10 also, was it
13-10,
not?
Yeah, these are
13.
all like
yeah.
these were all like respectable games. So
Yeah.
props to
It's
Agent
not-
Super Team.
I did say this group was gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Last the episode that was lost in time. I said that this group was gonna be like, who is just gonna like drop a nuke on everybody's head, and yeah.
Yeah.
Props to XA. Thank you guys for switching your breeze, because I literally thought you guys. I literally kept saying, if you just swap to a double smoke, because their breeze was good with that comp already. But I was like, if you guys just like changed it, your breeze is even better.
Yeah.
And they changed it to double smoke, and their breeze was even better.
Weird glitch.
WXA.
WAXA. Group D. Highcard Moonflower Nerve is just like 1-2.
Yeah, we were
and
right,
3,
guys.
Yeah.
We were right.
I mean.
Haha.
Yeah,
I
100%. We were
So-
right.
mean, yeah, we just were right. Who had Highcard
Yeah.
1 like definitively? We argued about this
It
for a
was
minute.
it was me, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Yo, K might
Dang,
be
bro.
K might be like
not
the
bad.
most not bad.
Not
Okay,
bad.
Group E, Hyperspeed, Revenge, Zero Strays. It was
yeah, we were
just
wrong.
Revenge being the one and Hyperspeed going
Revenge made it out of their. No, actually, I think Revenge Hyperspeed was like
2-0.
OT, was it not?
They were close games. They were close games. Oh,
Oh,
never mind. They were not.
I think Ascent
Close
was
game?
it, no?
There we go.
Second
Yeah,
one was
okay.
very-
I was thinking about
Close
Ascent. I was
game.
thinking about Ascent.
Second one was closer because
Oh my god, Prime Luna won.
Prime Luna 1.
Dang.
Yeah.
Not
bad.
bad. Not
Also. Before, like, I think it's important to talk about this. If we go to Hyperspeed Zero Strays,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they changed their roles mid OQ.
Yeah,
back
Yeah,
to
no.
what it was.
This was like roll swap palooza out of
Yeah.
Hyperspeed.
Because it was
they just kept trying different iterations of everyone except for Pangolin and Cross Unity. I think everyone got a taste of like every different role, and Luna 1 still plays like Jet on Haven for some reason.
They
Yeah,
like
I don't-
swap randomly. I don't know.
It's weird.
That was weird.
Well, no,
It was
no.
like-
It's only Luna. It's only Luna 1 that plays the hard entry on Haven. I don't know why.
I don't know
Haven
why.
exclusively.
I don't know
Right, so
why.
on Ascent they switch. Like they play the same exact comp, but they just switch the.
Yeah, because they had Cafe going in, and you had Kiara on Smokes, and then Luna 1 was kind of like, I don't think Luna 1's role actually ever changed. I think it was still secondary duelist with the exception of Haven, and then they flipped Lover Girl and Cafe.
Yeah, after they lost to
That's-
Revenge, they swapped back to Cafe Omen and then Kira Duelist, which, by the way, is literally what I said should have been stayed, because I think Cafe is just, better on Omen and provides better util and whatnot on the Omen, not on like a Raze or something. I don't know why, because it's like Haven, like Cloudsy said, Haven specifically is like Luna 1 is entering. I guess Ascent
just don't
2,
get
right?
it.
I don't know.
I just don't.
Ascent, like Kay said. I don't know. We'll fact check that in top 16.
We'll fact check,
But
yeah.
it's like they're having Kira play main entry, and then randomly on Haven,
Phoenix.
Luna won his main. Yeah, randomly Luna won his main entry. So all good. Never group.
All
Smile.
good. All good.
I mean, they both still made playoffs. So
I think we were wrong about Group F.
we were wrong. We had Ora Tempr 1, Roso
But
2, then Angel Pill.
we did
but
say it was a toss up. We did say it was a
what?
toss up.
Also,
Yeah.
look at it. Go look at the match.
This
Go
one.
look at the match.
Yeah.
Yes. All fucking close games, so it doesn't even matter.
No, this was a
13.
banger.
This was a banger.
Series.
Yeah.
This was a banger.
I remember. I think we were all.
13 times. Yeesh.
No, we didn't watch.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
If you want to
remember.
go look at all maps and just look at Boruto's KD.
Oh,
Oh shit!
All right, we can. We can move
Oh,
on.
That's
Look at
fucked
me.
up.
yo, that's a weird ass glitch.
I'm PEEP though.
wait,
But
what's happening here?
Peep legit tried to put the team on their back on Lotus. Can we be so dead ass?
Why?
yeah, but look at Split though. Hey, look at Split though.
Oh, not
Oh,
bad.
my God.
OQ4
Not
That's my
bad.
That's my
OQ4
podcast.
legend.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
PP doing generational shit.
we had a bit of
That's
an
why.
off game. I think that was generally just an off game. Like everyone was starting in chat. We didn't play
This
that.
was a
Fairs.
this
how
was a
we
good
played it,
group.
This was
Yeah.
This was a
Bro.
good group that we
Can we
will talk
talk-
about.
Okay.
Bro.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to talk about it now? No, you
No,
want to
no,
talk
no.
about it now?
No. Because
Okay.
we'll talk about the qualification games later.
dude.
This is the elephant group, I fear. Group G.
Yeah.
This is
Hey,
probably the
go look at the decider game though, real quick. Plus 22 out of the kid, not bad.
Oh no! What did you guys do?
Look at Elf's good map.
This
Look
can't be.
at
This can't
Elf-
be. Okay, hold on.
Look at
This
Elf's
can't just
good
be.
map.
Elf's good map is fucking crazy.
That's
No.
crazy.
Okay, I think this is indicative. We can shit on Elf all we want. We can say the numbers are bad. I think I've grown a new respect for the Elf on a Shelf IGL. And also the rest of Ora Tempr because of that. Because you see the quote Elf good map, and I see 3 deaths. That just means I'm sending in my good soldiers to die, and then if I need to clutch up the round, I will. Which I think is like a new level of trust that goes both ways. I fuck with that heavy because it also enables Elf to kind of like sit there and micro a little bit, which I think they're really good at. So I don't know. I feel like this is the classic Boruto got ice in their veins. We all seen the PEEP clip, and I'm looking at Elf with that fatal, and that was just like a free 4 assists, which is like
not bad.
I don't know. We talked about this, I think, in watching that series. I could be mistaken. I don't remember, but I know Sam, Yuji, and I were all sitting and watching and just being like, you know what, man, W Elf, like fucking W Elf. Like
you gotta give props where props are due, bro.
And
like
we clowned. Okay, and I know the video you put on Twitter was like, I don't know how like hard serious it was, but I've seen videos where you like do it for irony and some that you're like a little more serious about. Either way, when you talked about, I've always wanted to be that like hard carry, hard fragging role, and this is kind of like where you're at now, where you're like not necessarily fragging, but you're providing like extreme value to your team. We all kind of sat there and were just like W Elf, because that just shows growth, and I think overall that's like a very good mindset you should have.
Is Elf on a Shelf well written?
And so Elf on a Shelf might be a well-written protagonist.
That's what I'm saying.
Time legend.
I'll stop glazing now, but I wanted to let that one be known. Very, very happy with Elf on a Shelf.
It's okay, we're solving the
inevitable.
I don't want to talk about this.
Do you want me to talk about it? I can talk
Do you
about it.
want to say anything?
Hey, no, wait,
Because
let me talk
We have to.
We have to talk about
I can.
it. Yeah.
I can
Okay.
explain. We were wrong. Blue Star was grouped.
Okay,
Never
let's
grouped.
let's rephrase. Kay and Reno were wrong.
Whoa.
True.
still-
We didn't say anything about
True.
this.
Actually,
We
true.
did not provide any input.
Never our fault.
Never our fault.
No, this group was probably some of the worst Valorant I've ever played individually, and like especially against Exsouls, I just couldn't shoot my gun. But
Yeah,
I think if I can speak,
I mean, we're
on
playing
it,
against the fucking World Cup on the other team, by the way.
yeah,
What?
they're actually bringing people on. And
Everyone
off, on and
pulled
off.
up.
Yeah. And then Luxley subs in for the last map and just drops like 23 on our fucking heads, which is like awesome.
Not bad.
Also, fucking Daka. I don't know.
It was
Look at
very
Breeze, by the way. Look at Breeze.
big Perugia was doing everything they
Big
could.
Peon Breeze, bro. 50% headshot with this, not bad.
If you want to look at the
Perugia.
if you look at I guess it's over and we were on the team, I'll share like small insights. Our map pool was just really, really fucking bad.
What map pool?
Yeah, that's
Map
pretty.
I mean, dead
that's
ass. What map pool?
Map
We
Like,
didn't have a map pool. We were pretty. The way we played as a team did not fit our comps, and I should have been more adamant about playing comps that I think fit our style more. But I kind of was just like, I will just let people play what they want, and then like hope it works.
Also, I know why
So-
you picked Lotus against WGW, but it still pisses me
We didn't
off.
pick Lotus.
Or you still let it through. You know what I mean?
we let it through.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
I didn't get
it
a
makes
say on
sense.
this.
It makes
I
sense
know
because
why,
Pearl is
why.
our perma because nobody likes Pearl except for me.
I know
and-
I know why, but like looking at it, it's just like
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
it makes sense. Yeah.
But it's like when I'm doing IGLing and microing, I need my team to trust me. And if for some fucking reason WGW picked Pearl into us and we're playing a Pearl and we lost, even though I knew we were gonna lose on Lotus anyway, that ruins the trust with my team, and then we would have lost it. Which we lost the series anyway, but at least we lost with people I think trusting me, rather than we go into Bree's second map and then like there's people who don't trust me anymore because we played Pearl, which I really don't think they would have played Pearl into us. I really don't think
No,
they would.
I think that Loki
Yeah.
is their perma, but
it is, but
we didn't.
I was
fully-
worried about it. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
didn't fully know.
All
Either
good,
way,
and then we lost to Exsouls.
Yeah.
Like
It- look,
we are
it-
chuds, and they played good, and that's
Truth
okay.
they. I won't say people life gamed because I've seen Emmy put on like that kind of performance. Like I've seen all of those
Yeah.
players perform at different times, and they just all kind of like showed up on that given day. So, like, yeah, they showed up. We didn't end a discussion, but Emmy did some shit to us that I've like. We were watching later in the tournament, and I'm like, where was this? Like, where was this in our series? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like a whiff or something silly, and I'm like, kind of silent. Like, if it was me on the other end, like I'm doing the Arthur fist, it was me on the other end, I'm getting insta one tapped. But no, we choose to whip on this person. Like, I'm just fucking angry, man. Like,
I mean, yeah, fair.
look, it sucks that we lost. Is what it is. I'm happy I still got to play with the Blue Star people. With that, I am now taking an indefinite hiatus because I can no longer compete because I moved out of my apartment and the internet situation is not great.
Coach
No
Cloud,
connection.
Coach
Bad
Cloud,
connection to central servers.
Coach Cloud.
No, probably not Coach Cloud.
Nah,
I mean,
GG.
like, we'll see. If Sam wants me to help with something, I'll help with something. But I don't think
Wow.
Oh,
if Sam asks me to be involved, I'll be involved. I do have coaching experience.
Sam Sama.
Sam Sama.
I think I don't want to like LARP as a coach and then come back and then I don't know.
Whoa,
I kind of want
something
to.
bad just
I'm
happened.
happy with what. That's not me throwing shade. I want to.
Just tag
Oh,
me.
I mean, if you want me to come coach, we'll talk about it off stream.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
oh.
Wait, we might have just started
Well,
something. We might have
yeah,
just
look,
started
look,
something. Anyways,
okay.
we gotta move on.
Yeah. Let's continue with Group H.
We're wrong.
We were
Here's- Here's
but
what I go
Look at the
first,
map.
and then I'll say my thing.
just look at the matches real quick.
I mean, like
Of like Crysalis Pignites or what?
Crysalis Pignites, yes.
Crysalis
Just look at it.
Pignites?
Just look at the maps.
Shibar 15-13, 15-13, back to back.
Oh,
They were
it's like
close-ass
were we,
games.
were we even
Yeah.
like you know what I mean?
Like
were we even that wrong?
low key in like moments like this, I don't think we were that wrong.
Right?
It's like it just at this point.
It's
when it
just
comes to-
close.
yeah, it's just really close. Like it's just a fact of Crysalis held out and showed up, and Pignites didn't. But Abby 2K did. Abby 2K got more than 2 kills.
I'm pretty sure
Like-
someone on this team, I think Nova. It was Nova or someone else. They were talking about how like they just need to keep their composure in close games,
Mhm.
and like that, like
Mhm.
they got me to joke this game. They just lost 2 close maps. Like happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
happens.
is some of these losses are like you'll look at the Pignites rematch and lowers against
Very hard.
whatever that team was, very hard.
Okay, yeah, losing a map to this team.
The map 2 loss was actually like okay. the insider scoop was that Nova decided to lock in Chamber as kind of a troll, and then proceeded to like shit the bed a little bit, and then they cleaned it up for map 3, and they played their like roles. But like, this is definitely like a for fun roster, and it shouldn't have like they didn't take it like super seriously. Nobody's definitely like playing that sensible role, and they played pretty well.
Yeah.
But there still is the Nova effect that like existed on YDZ and Frosty Sports, where we would have a big lead and then we'd lose it.
Oh.
So,
or you just underestimate people.
There's that.
Wait,
That too. It was just an underestimate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. 09
Exactly.
yeah.
Wait, not up
So-
9-0 first half is kind of insane, no?
Yeah.
I will say in the Crysalis Pignites series, word on the street is that there were some DMs exchanged between Fangs and Nova after the fact, and Fangs said something along the lines of, "No, you guys played good. If it was any other 1 seed, you guys would have had that." And I thought that was like low key tough as shit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was like a Fangs trying to farm Ora points.
I mean, did you feel it?
I will
though?
say.
That's the question.
I will say. I said it about Catnappers. I'll say for Crysalis, we had them as 2. They win a close map. I'm like, that's why you put us fucking 1 seed. Oh my god, it was close.
Yeah, it was 15-13 both.
No, listen.
Yeah,
No, listen.
it's all our fault.
If we
It's all our
give
fault.
people the motivation and the aura lobs that they need, more power to them. You know, like honestly,
Yes.
if it helps you out that we put you at a 2 seed, we'll do it again, bro. You want the 2? We'll give you the 2. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think there's much else to say about this. Just keep
Yeah,
those
top
guys.
16 though.
Top
That's
16,
where we get into
we got things to say about top.
Do
That's
we
where we get
wanna
fucking.
pull-
That's where we get fucking freaky.
Do we want to
Yeah.
pull up the stats sheets that the
Stats?
CL analytics
Oh,
person
yeah.
Oh
made?
yeah.
I mean, just
It's,
yeah, let me.
it's in our
let me-
chat,
yeah.
UG. No, it's in our chat already.
Yeah. Here is the.
So
Yeah,
we
top-
did.
bro.
We did say who did we think was gonna be number 1. I don't think anybody had Pete,
Nobody had Pete, bro. And
but Pete was
Can I
literally.
say something?
what's up?
Yes.
So when we picked Peep up originally, we picked them up on controller, and this is the like if they were like obviously they didn't stick with controller anymore, but
Mhm.
if we kept them on this role, it would have been their first team on on that role. But I think how long ago? I think like 24 hours before OQ, we said, okay, this isn't working out as much as we wanted to. And then we looked back and realized that Corey played controller for like a bunch of other teams. So we decided to swap those roles, put Corey on like full time like Omen, Asher or whatever. Put Peep on like the flex role, Phoenix, fucking Vise, Neon, whatever, and second duelist. And obviously you can see that worked out. I mean, Peep is fucking incredible.
Yeah,
Pete-
Pete was
dude,
really by
oh.
far and away not. Okay, if you. The thing is this is like the minimum 100 rounds. If you look at the VLR stats on for this OQ specifically,
That's for
like DACA's number 1 over Venture in a 1 map sample size. So like obviously we're looking at just like minimum 100 rounds. So
Yeah.
but I think even then
bro.
I don't
Pete
know.
would
I
have
don't know if
been
we can
number
say
1.
minimum 100 rounds because like pure actually like the pure life game is maybe what we'll call it. Like, when they subbed in for Roso was like low key generational.
There's
Like that was
against?
that was
against
a
us.
new level of belt.
Oh,
That was a
yeah.
new
That's
level of belt
against
I have not seen in a while.
Yeah, Pure
Yeah.
Pure was actually 1v9. That's why.
Wait, was it actually against you guys?
The
Oh.
DACA 1v9?
No. DACA 1v9 against us.
Yeah, that was against us, but pure
Prime
yeah.
DACA. We just bring out the best in Exsouls. What can we say?
Yes,
Low-key,
bro.
not bad. Not
No,
bad.
Peep is fucking insane, bro.
Yeah,
Peep
Peep is pretty good.
crazy, bro. Every map that we
This is
saw-
including if you hide OQ3 stuff.
Where do I hide OQ3?
Just click on none when you see OQ3, like the qualifier 3 stuff.
Do I see? Oh yeah.
All right,
Hello?
you see, yep.
And then you hit apply. Yeah.
She bar.
And you-
Well, okay, well,
Holy
yeah, if
shit!
you-
Hoppa number 4. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Hey, big Hoppa.
Wait, who is this?
Talk to him nice.
Wait, who is
We're
it?
into the Swiss,
oh,
bro.
that's another elephant in the
We're
room.
into-
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
That's a.
We'll
I
get to
guess
that.
that's a
W thumbnail.
transition. That's a transition into Top 16 talks, right?
Not bad.
Yes.
Not a bad.
I think that's a good transition.
I think that's a pretty decent
Yeah, so
transition. Whoa, where
Oh,
am I?
nice one, bro.
Appreciate you.
Word.
Appreciate you.
Dude, look at
One
where
tap.
Yuji's taking us, bro.
One tap, first try.
So
Okay,
what was?
do you want to go the same order we did
Yeah.
for OQ3 overview?
Well, what did we talk? Okay, there was.
Let's go bracket bit of the bracket by bit of the bracket.
We start
Real quick.
here.
We
start
did
here.
say, there was a little bit of drama / controversy with the seeding, because as we see, Revenge was the 1 seed, and Dynamo was 2. And there's some Dynamo's coach, which is pretty much just called like Riot Games out on Twitter. It was just like, you guys don't make any fucking sense and whatever. But if you get the 2 seed, and this is no disrespect to Lush,
yeah, like
it is an easier
You're getting the
matchup
2
as a
seed
2
against
I
Lush
don't
TC.
know.
You can't like I
And
think
you
if
claim to be 1 seed material, and you're not giving them fucking belt. We can't.
yeah, like I gotta be honest.
They lose to Revenge. If they're losing to Lush, they lose to Revenge.
No,
Yeah.
they would have played Pignites
Oh,
if they were
Pignites.
1.
Pignites.
But even then, they would have lost to Pignite.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
just from
I
like
thi- I
how
just
they showed
think
up on the
if you're
day.
if you're gonna
This-
talk about how you're 1 seed material, and you get an easier matchup at 2, you should
And you
not
still
And
yeah.
you
be
still
losing to this
lose?
team.
Not to,
I
we
don't
can't
know.
take credit away from Lush, right? Like they
Well,
might
for
not have
sure, for sure.
show it.
Yeah.
They're playing these rounds correctly, so it's just like, at what point, like, where did it all slip away, right? Like, I didn't watch the match, unfortunately, so like I
I
couldn't.
did.
They get 3
I
rounds
didn't-
on defense, bro. Like I don't
Like-
know.
It either way, it's like, okay, the points that Noble made on Twitter aren't completely moot, but they did get an easier matchup, like Sam said. So
Mhm.
like, there should be no complaints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is.
we
I know
are skipping the
Ruin's-
order.
and look, after talking to them, I know Ruin was pissed, right? There was still plenty of people like there. Obviously they wanted to win this. This should have been like an easy dub for them, and to get 2-0'd in the way that they did is just like
Yeah.
don't know, that's
Okay,
This is
being up
also
7,
like
8,
a-
7-8.
We in the last episode we did also
11-8.
we did do predictions on like who we thought were like locked for Swiss, and I think Dynamo was like a pretty
Dynamo was our easiest lock. Literally
Like,
nobody
we are
disagreed.
skipping the order. We are skipping the order, but this is like a huge elephant that I do
Yeah.
think we should talk
We
about.
did.
was-
I think for OQ3 preds we said if Dynamo didn't make Swiss it would be a disappointment.
it would be
Yeah.
OQ4, and then
Yeah.
you lose again. No disrespect, you lose to Lush. Like I would say, up until Roso, they had a easier path to make it. Like I think the Roso Dynamo game would have been
you have
harder.
Roso on the opposite end of the bracket, and that's the scary one.
Yeah, but then
But then
Lush,
like if you go look at who
like-
Highcard plays at the very end, it's if we're gonna
Highcard
keep
played
skipping
Hyperspeed.
yeah, they played Hyperspeed
Lower,
at the very
lower.
end, which we'll talk about. That
played
for Dynamo
Hyperspeed.
on paper is also a winnable matchup. That's your close game, but that's your
Yeah.
winnable matchup as well.
Yeah.
Either way, not the greatest. I think that's a very Ruin said it a bit when we talked to them, but even looking at the matches, they're a very confidence-based team. I think they have the ability to pop off, and they're all shooters. Like they all have shown that they can shoot their gun at any given moment, but it comes with like a level of confidence and ego. And maybe those egos clash, and maybe there's some games where people just like aren't hitting their stride and they don't know how to feel in that rut and play in that rut. But I want to say that's a product of inexperience and not a product of inability.
Yeah.
Could be nerves. I think they
Yeah.
just.
If
I
anything.
think they just also expect because we expected them. I'm sure they expected is like
Everyone expected them.
we're gonna make Swiss.
yeah.
I said this to someone last night. I just like pretty much saying exactly what you're saying. Like them getting hyped so much coming into this split probably did something to them.
Yeah, the pressure was on them so much it might have like affected them when it came match time.
But
and
even
especially even then, I know. Even then,
they
getting
had
2-0'd by I don't know.
they had
It's a
an
little
easier
insane.
path.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like at the end of the day, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but if you're a competitor, you should. Dealing with pressure and nerves is a skill of its own.
Yeah.
And if you plan to be on top like Dynamo did, that is just something you have to deal with. And especially when you talk a big game and yada yada, whatever, it's just something you gotta do. Like, you just gotta kind of deal with the pressure. So it's like, I do think it affected them, but that is a skill in its own, and it can't all just be like competing is more than just Valorant. I guess that's like the point I'm trying to make. It's not just all about shooting gun and having ego and confidence.
Yeah,
Right.
there's layers to this shit.
Anyway,
but
we
okay.
should
probably go
Let's get
back to
on
our
track.
work.
Yeah, let's get back on
Sorry.
track with.
It
going
was
through
a
the
big
bracket.
elephant. It was a big
It was a
elephant.
very
It was a
big
big
that
elephant,
we
elephant.
talked
yeah.
That's
about.
fair.
Okay.
Revenge Pignites. I
We got
think.
shit on it.
This
Yeah,
is-
this was just kind of like this was just truthfully this was who showed up on what day, because I think
She-bar.
individually
Prime
either
Pignites.
team could outperform
Prime
either
Pignites.
team.
Also, if you want to go look at this real quick, this was the only series where Salem Scaredy wasn't on entry,
Yeah,
and I think
Hashtag
that probably
noticing.
did something.
that true was a
Yeah.
difference maker.
Yeah, I
Hashtag
agree.
noticing.
Because I think
That
when
also-
when
also,
fall
this
on
is
IGL, that's
The fall off of Pignites.
Hmm.
I think it's either this or the next one against Ora Tempr that this is the last day that they have Baby Soap able to play. Because I think yes, they swapped out
Yeah.
Baby Soap against Ora Tempr because that was the following day.
Yeah.
So they had Baby Soap for day 1, day 2, and then they had Zev as their sub for day 3 and day 4. I
Do
think
you want?
just
I can
day
talk
3.
about the series real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
We were Haven. We were up 3-0. We won bonus. Started choking a little bit. It's all good. We entered 5-7 half. I actually there isn't that much to say. I just kind of pulled it back.
You
guys just
I
won it
think-
out on defense.
I think
No, it was just low-key a stinker out of some of their like star players.
I
That's not to
agree.
discredit you. They just like Abby 2K didn't
I think-
perform, Sober Sushi didn't perform, Zev didn't
Yeah.
perform.
well,
They go to split.
She bar.
Yeah.
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 Can you go back to Haven real quick?
Yeah.
I think Haven defense. I think Elf called really well. Haven defense, obviously, people. Well, I can't see that. It's like 21-16 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peep did good. I also think an issue with Pignites is that they, specifically in this series, I guess Baby Sub wasn't here, so that could have been a factor. Obviously, no Baby Subs like an IDL or whatever. It feels like they found their footing too late. I guess like we had a pretty dynamic like defense or whatever, and it felt like they threw out solutions to us, but it was just too late. It was like after we got like round or whatever. You can see it too. Like we get 3 rounds in a row,
Yeah.
2 rounds in a row before they get 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That comes. It wasn't. It's Sober Sushi calling, but that is a victim of how Nova calls, which makes me wonder if it was like adaptations were just not called or they were realized too late. Like there's a good bit of that from both of them. I found like after like the few games I've had Sober Sushi IGL, I've noticed that at times where the adaptation comes in a bit later than needed, and Nova does something very similar, but that could have changed. I don't know. Either way, I think you guys had just a consistent better. You guys have just had a consistent tournament. Can I just be honest?
Yeah.
Every Ora Tempr game is just it's just a
the
matter
Ora.
of
I
consistency.
agree.
Up
It's
the Ora.
I think every single game, every single game, it's been Peep like being on top, and then like at least 2 of us going like +5, +6. So like props right there,
Yeah.
obviously. Every like no one
Fairs.
really had like a bad
She bar.
map period besides like against Roso, I guess. But that's like it.
All I'm saying is,
Yep.
who warm up streamed you guys before this?
Okay.
Welcome, by the way.
Who gave you your path to Swiss? Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go Blue Star.
Let's go Blue
This
Star.
is why we fucking star, bro.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
this
This
is
is
why
why
we
we star. All right, bro. And then like you guys against Crysalis. Like,
Whoa! We're skipping a lot of games.
We're skipping over half the bracket, dog. Crysalis
We didn't even talk
Exsouls.
about no. We didn't even talk about Catnappers. Like we
Ora
kind
Tempr.
of just kept
Oh
going
yeah,
through
this
the
game.
upper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can
like,
talk about
it-
this game too. I mean, okay, I know Ida said something to me about like so I don't know. Like, it was something about the team, but if I'm gonna be quite honest, Elf just called Lapter on this team. Like that was just that. Like Peep also went like +15, +12, whatever. Peep, bro, this might have been like Elf's slow state. It did just like
I
legit walk-
heard.
like the
I heard
entire
that-
series Lapter on them.
not
I heard
bad, homie.
Catnappers banned their best map.
On this series, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Catnappers
They
coach, I
banned
think,
Split.
banned their best map, which is
Oh,
a little
I remember.
insane.
They choked
I-
their fucking
Yo,
pick'ems.
Yeah.
And then
Choked their pick'ems.
they choked pick bans, and then I just see the coach like crash out clip on Twitch or on Twitter.
Nah,
I don't
No,
remember.
it was.
I-
I think
where it's after map one, it's like you're all fucking. Was that
I-
lower? Was that lower?
I think
It
that
was
was lower.
lowers,
That
I
was
think.
lower. That
Okay.
was
Lowers
lower.
against
That was
Crysalis.
lower.
It wasn't
But this
against.
is like the
it
back
wasn't
to
against
back.
that.
Like, oh my god.
But it was. I heard that Osh banned because I think
Yeah.
Osh does the vetoes, and
Mhm.
Osh just like banned their best map,
Yeah, they got
Randomly.
confused and like choked.
and
their
I
pick
just
ban.
don't. Can I be so honest?
How that happened?
How?
How?
I don't know. I
How
don't
does
know.
that even happen?
Okay, no disrespect.
You have to
yeah,
type it.
No disrespect
No, no,
to
no,
Catnappers.
no. No disrespect. You have to type the message.
Yeah.
We ban split,
Enter.
and then you reread it, and then you hit enter, and then you go to pick your map. What? Split's bad.
Wait, who banned Split?
What? Wait, guys, they
Okay.
banned split.
Guys, they
I
banned
swear-
split. Weird ass split. They got 2 back-to-back bans. How'd this happen?
Oh my god, they did that, and then
Ugh.
okay.
Either way, I
maybe-
think
maybe
Ora
this is
Tempr
like a-
would have won.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe
I
this is a
think.
little weird, but like, bro, after they did that, they legit like stopped typing for like 3 minutes because I think they just started arguing.
Bro. No, bro.
way.
No, but
Low
like,
key, I wouldn't be surprised. You banned split? What the fuck you
mean-
mean you banned split? Like
this is also like okay. We'll talk about small catnappers lore before we go into the next map. When we played them in OQ3, they also fucked up the vetoes.
They did.
Yeah.
Because they didn't realize that they got to pick the team or whatever,
Oh
they
yeah,
came
yeah,
from
bro.
upper,
That shit
Yeah.
was
and
so-
they made us
So
redo
what I'm
it
hearing
and
is
tried to frame.
Catnappers have players who've been playing since GC started and they don't know how to do pick bans. All good, just
All
noticing.
good. All good.
Yeah, but and they
How
made
do
us redo the vetoes, and then they framed it as it was like our fault. I was like,
Bro.
no,
Nah.
go next match. Or would have won anyway, and I don't think the veto would have changed that.
Yes.
But
Real.
I think it is insane that you banned your best map without.
Yeah, it maybe is a 2-1, and that's a maybe.
Uh
That has to that revolves around a lot. But let's
Prime
go down to
Exsouls,
Crysalis
by the way.
Exsouls.
Prime Exsouls.
Prime Exsouls.
Crysalis Exsouls going 3, not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Look at that run back. on
Not
the
much to
set.
say. It was just like a 1v. Okay, well, it was legit just like 1v1 both sides.
my. Wait.
Yeah,
Why
Prime
is
Luxley,
that?
by the way.
Yeah,
Prime
actually Prime,
Yeah, shit.
Lux. Wait.
7-0 on
7-0?
First Bloods.
God
Yeah,
damn.
7-0 on First Buzz is kind of crazy.
You might be the toughest.
Luxley, the truth.
And then we don't talk about that one. That
don't
just
talk
is
about this one.
permanent.
Wait,
Bro.
Grimoire subbed in this series. I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
Yeah,
my
oh,
boy.
oh, then that
That-
makes
that's-
sense.
That's my Prime World of Warcraft player right there.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
All right, bro.
God, bro.
Mike's on.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I don't mean any disrespect to Exsouls because we obviously lost to them, and they are a good team in their own right. There's just randomly maps where I feel like Exsouls gets very like. There's not even maps. There are just halves where Exsouls just like kind of fall flat, and they often put themselves in positions to have to make big comebacks. Because I know that, like, even if you look at Ascent, UG, if you click on Ascent for me,
Mhm.
they were down 9-3
Mhm.
at the half
Yeah.
on Ascent defense. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
So
did
it's
do
like
this
you
hard,
you
yeah.
just you kind of like Exos is a team where it's like it feels like they put themselves in very hard positions. I do notice it is mainly their defense that has this issue because I do think their attack calling is like it is better than their defense for sure. But I think this will be something we see when we go talk about them in the lowers. But even at this, like I know they had like Grimoire subbing in, but still to see this performance out of like the other people who I kind of rated highly on Crysalis, I was just like, maybe you guys aren't gonna make Swiss because this is like mildly concerning how
Right.
this is like you like on Ascent you have like one person trying to like drag everybody through the mud.
Yeah.
And if you look at like all map stats, like
Good.
a plus 25
Yeah.
will kind of just drag you across the finish line.
I agree.
Yeah.
Isn't she also
So-
calling?
No, I think it's Cray. Cray's
I see.
calling.
Why is Elf saying
Maybe.
me and Leah need help? Bro.
Yeah. We could talk about the next match.
Talk
Because we'll talk more about both teams.
WGW Alliance
We
Angels.
are gonna
win,
win,
bro.
baby.
Bro, this event turned so many people into the biggest WGW fans, and that's just beautiful. I won't lie, that's just beautiful. And they played well. Like
I think
13-8, 13-4, not bad.
I will say I think if you want to look at the videos,
Mhm.
if you scroll up,
Breeze,
I
like-
do think both teams actually had a good approach to this veto. Like we gonna win bans Breeze, which in my opinion was AXA's best map, and I'm sure they would probably say the same thing, that it was their best map. And AXA banned Lotus because they know that's WGW's best map. But I think WGW just did play better on the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to look at Ascent, I think. Yeah, look at
Wow,
that.
Prime's Apex,
Prime
bro.
I
Apex,
mean, like,
yeah.
what do you
Prime's
do?
Apex.
What do you
Yeah.
do against this? Like,
Yeah.
It like okay.
bro.
Look, we were all WGW believers going into this event, right? Like
Yeah.
we were like they're coming out of groups with us, like all that good stuff. I wasn't sure just how far they would go into top 16, and I was pleasantly surprised with like between OQ3 and OQ4, this team has like it's almost become night and day.
That's what I'm saying. That's actually what I'm
Like
saying.
they
Yeah.
OQ3, they looked like pretty solid, and I'm like, you know what, this event they make it out of groups. I can feel pretty confident saying that.
Mhm.
And then they went so much further than I expected because their players, like I don't know what you guys ate before this event or like whatever fucking bullshit you were on going into this, but Zapix had a stellar event like going into closed.
Dude.
Lagluper had a stellar event. Vi, like everyone individually
I'm-
showed up at various times.
If
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
gonna be completely honest, I think I kind of knew this team would make a deep run. The instant you look at OQ3 and you see the fact that they shit on Sad on a map and like almost like, okay, I know this
Low-key.
year
There's potential
obviously,
there.
obviously they
Yeah,
lost the
yeah.
series.
It's the potential man roster, right? Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have that capability, and then okay, how do we make that into a consistent thing? How do we make that
Right.
something that
Yeah.
stays pretty like
I think this
throughout an
team.
event?
I think this team was a team that also benefited from like no break, just playing back to back
Yeah.
days. Like this team
Yeah.
definitely gave me like moment, like especially when you're like younger players and stuff. Like you kind of ride that momentum. I think this was
Oh, yeah.
definitely a roster
Mhm.
that benefited from like not a gap day.
Yeah.
It is tradition
Yeah.
for us to talk about the Layla Per role.
Oh yeah.
She
Is it?
surprised me on Recon. I'm gonna be on it. Yeah, we talked
After
about
the
it
Breeze
every
clip,
episode.
after the Breeze
Yeah.
clip, this surprised me.
Yeah,
Okay.
after the 10 man's Breeze clip.
After the 10 man's
Okay.
Breeze clip, this
Okay.
surprised me. Look, I saw
Okay.
some heinous shit in that clip,
Okay.
and what is the Breeze clip? All right, Sam, can you pull that? For me
Oh,
real quick?
no,
Um,
bro.
We'll try,
I
we'll,
don't
we'll
think-
keep
I don't
talking and
think-
we'll pull it up
no,
real
I
quick.
don't think I can pull. We'll pull it up at the
Okay.
I
We'll
think
pull it up
Yeah,
at the
at the
end.
end.
Okay. That'll be a sweet treat if you stick around.
Oh,
Um,
no.
Let's talk about Alliance Angels a bit. Yes, WGW played great. I
Yeah.
still want to give Alliance Angels their flowers. I don't think this is a tougher matchup, and I think they definitely like just didn't fully show up on the day. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously
agree.
Discord mod didn't drop fucking 30, like go plus 30 in the series on their heads, and that's not something you can expect every series.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
you know, WGW played well. We had a couple really good series out of like a couple of their players, or a couple good maps out of their players.
Calm plus
And
24,
AXA just
by the
kind of
way.
like
Yeah.
AXA just kind of like crumbled, which is I think something they struggle with. They get too in their heads, and they get too like you have Star U calling, and they're a pretty good caller. And occasionally there's that self doubt that creeps in, and I think they just need to like this is a good experience for them regardless.
Yeah.
Calling, and they kind of get that under their the mental stack of being the caller and like what comes with it. But I know Aurelia also does a good bit of like assisting the pre-round / mid-round, so this too could be like a learning moment for Aurelia as well, and kind of like, hey, how much of this do I want to like leave to my IGL? I don't think it's like a trust issues thing. It's like a how much of this should I leave to my IGL, and how much of this should I take on without hindering my own performance.
Yeah.
It's just team
Oh, you can
seems
look
like
at
it's got
the
like
chat
a
if you want.
big mental stack. Okay, I'm getting insider info. I'm heavy mid rounding, and no one else is really contributing to that, and it makes it difficult for both me and Starvey to play individually. Yeah, I mean, like you just have two players who are good mechanically in various degrees that have mental stack for IGL, which like I think for some of these players, it low key makes sense. The only thing your duelists are calming are like what they want to fight, and your sentinel is giving you passive info. So yeah, you guys are just in the big com roles.
Mhm.
That's just a function of how that works. So
I will say,
like
coming from
I'm not
an
gonna get into the I don't want drama. I'm not gonna get into the like
No,
the
no.
why your team lost or like
no.
I'm not looking for drama here, and that's I'm not gonna delve into that. Right? We're not here to fix your teams. We're here to talk
yeah.
about the matches.
I was gonna say, coming from like an IGL player, I guess. Like one thing you kind of have to realize is like the IGL does. Cloudsy just left. Bye, Cloudsy.
Anyways.
You kind of get into these roles, or you get into this position of like, it feels like you have to do everything, but sometimes that's what the IGL has to do, where it's like you're pre-rounding, you're mid-rounding, you're looking at minimap to get info and whatever. Like it kind of just it sucks because you're like it does feel like you can't shoot back, but I think that's kind of where like the rest of your team kind of comes in, and that's kind of like that was something we talked about. Not to bring up Blue Star, that was something I talked about with Blue Star, where it was like I'm doing the pre-round, I'm doing the micro. At the end of the day, you're kind of trying to just enable your team to shoot in the best way possible. At least in my opinion, like it
And
is
if they don't do
okay.
that, then
Yeah.
it's just,
You
like,
you
not
want
enough.
to pretty much just want one or two people perma thinking, and the rest of your team just has to shoot. It's when I'm not gonna say it's your team's fault, and I'm not saying it's Blue Star's fault because we also had like I had issues. I'm sure every team has issues, but at a certain point, like you kind of just two people are gonna have like the I have to always be talking debuff, and it just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's
Blows.
that there's two sides of the Alliance Angels coin, and I think we saw the
two
unfortunately the worst side. But
Unfortunately.
I think we keep moving on.
sides. Yeah.
Chrysalis
WGW.
Chrysalis WGW talk
Bro.
about. This was
A little bit of a map.
Show me
3.
Lotus.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Prime
Bad out of-
WGW
Prime.
Chrysalis
Lotus.
picked
I mean, like-
this into WGW.
Yes, Chrysalis pick Lotus into WGW.
I like that. Okay, I like that you float this as WGW, especially if you're like if Chrysalis isn't like hard antiing
Who's it?
and they're gonna pick Lotus into you. That's like great. I mean,
Bubblegum Wizards, their other sub.
is one of their subs. Yeah.
Okay.
They played with
Which-
3 different recon players this event.
Yeah, they had Salt, they had Layla, and they had Bubblegum Wizard. Which like
Yeah.
zero offense to Bubblegum Wizard, I think that is just the worst of the 3. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
like,
and,
look at
and
this
they
team, but
still
don't
went to
have
map
yeah.
3 against like a team that went on a pretty deep run. So I think they get their flowers, and Bubblegum Wizard did their best in holding down the fort, but they
close on split.
Yeah.
They fixed
Yeah.
their split, by the way.
their split is
WGW.
actually okay
Mhm.
now.
Their split's not.
W.
Oh my
I
god,
mean-
they changed off that shit, yes, comp.
They changed off like the chambered tail
Chamber double,
sky.
yes, bro. That
Thank
shit was so
God.
They
loud.
finally
That
just
sh-
picked
I-
it.
That
all
was...
love. That was a fucking. You were in the kitchen and you burnt everything. Like that shit was.
It
It was like an
fucking
inferno.
solo Waylay Layla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm glad it got fixed though. Like I mean, like you said, it's a close series. Fairs, bro. WGW definitely.
It was close, and they just got the split defense, and split defenses, or they got the split attack. Excuse me, and that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how
unlucky,
it be
bro.
sometimes.
You,
Yeah.
that's
It'd
just
be
it
hard
be like that
sometimes.
sometimes.
This is a respectable game. I think
This is a respectable game.
Definitely.
Stats aside, this is
100%.
a respectable game.
100%.
The stats don't do it justice. 'Cause I'm pretty sure most of it was just from Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Haven, they kind of got owned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We
Yeah,
could
close,
talk
close.
now. We could talk about Aura Tempr Crysalis.
Shibar.
Now
My
that we've
bad.
caught up all the way.
My
I
bad.
can go into this game a little bit.
Let's hear it.
Prime Pete, bro. Shit.
Prime.
Yeah,
I
okay,
mean,
well,
like
Prime Peep first of
Peep
all.
was prime the entire event, by the way. But
I'm not gonna, bro. I was
anyways.
clipping shit for Peep, if I'm gonna be honest. Like,
I
was
like
just-
that glaze. I like that
Um,
glaze.
But I mean, I don't think isn't much to say about this game. Okay, well, I had a bad map. First of all, we don't need to look at that. But
All giddy. Oh.
no, go back to spec. I actually want to talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything too special. I actually think I feel like it was a little bit of the opposite of what you said, Sam, where their defense calling is really, or where their defense calling is like worse, or not worse, but like not as good as their attack calling. In this series, it kind of leaded towards the opposite.
Well, I said
think
about Exsouls.
Oh, you said about Exo? Never mind.
Yeah, not Crysalis.
Okay, well, I mean, there isn't really that much to say about this game then. We just had a good lead on fucking defense. It was like too much for them to like bring it back, whatever.
Yeah.
Pearl, I can talk about this. Elf, what was the reasoning behind like the floating pearl again? I don't entirely remember, but this is the first time we played this map ever. I don't entirely remember it. Oh yeah, we banned Lotus because it was their map pick, so we decided to float Pearl for it instead. And
Fairs.
we never played this map, and I guess they just saw that, and decided, fuck it, we'll just pick Pearl then. And I mean, it was a respectable map, 11-13. I think if we had more prac, if we had like legit any prac on it, we would have just won the series too well. But
Yeah.
all good.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, not a bad showing for your first time pro and unofficial.
Yeah. Fracture. Wait, no, Haven.
Haven.
Not
Not close.
close. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a plus 13 peep I'm looking at.
Wait. Why is Wally and Elf saying Corey leaked VODs to Ari? Wait, hello?
No, they're just trolling. I mean, okay. It was a little funny because
Mike's on.
it was a little funny the instant they picked Pearl. They insta picked Pearl the second we banned their Lotus.
Yeah.
But realistically, they just like check what map they banned and shit.
That's funny. All right. Anyways, yeah, Haven was just like
yeah. So
yeah.
I can imagine after this, Corey was like sleeping on the couch. Like it was a little tough, right?
yeah, it was pretty bad.
It was a little tough.
This wasn't the clip map. This wasn't the peep clip map, right?
Who was?
This was
okay.
If you want to, you don't need to pull it up. But
my!
Can I ask Elf on a Shelf what your is it purely for like what the fade pick is? Is it comfort? Is it just for the sake of having C's?
Double dog.
You sucked at Haven and Sova?
Okay. Yeah, the double dogs were bad. The double dogs were good.
Okay, that's fine. I just curious.
Yeah.
I would because sometimes I've seen it. People play it and it's like a preference thing, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
If it works for your team, it works for your team. Anyways, after the amazing warm-up scrim that we gave Ora Tempr, they qualified through uppers.
You're so stupid.
You guys talk about this
That's
next
my
part of the
team,
bracket.
bro.
I gotta go pee.
Look at that.
I don't want to talk about the elephant anymore. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
We
already talked
Dynamo.
about this.
Yeah, we already talked about
that.
Dynamo. Highcard SubZero. I mean, like this is the Azad effect. No, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
What can you say about this?
It's close because they still have.
Yeah,
It's close, and I'm gonna be honest, and I don't mean any disrespect to SubZero. It's literally just the online Prince person.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because the minute they lost, I'm pretty sure the minute they lost online Prince, it was not
They got shit on.
as
They
competitive
got
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard because for these games where it's like more pug style, it's very hard to just like give analytical feedback. So it's like, well, Azad just ran around the map as Reyna
And then just shot
and just killed. Like when you watch Azad, cause like I did watch some of Highcard's VODs recently. I was like, we have a little segment later. I did watch some of Highcard's VODs, and Azad will just take like. Azad will take 50-50s, but with how often they win it against majority players, it's more like a 70-30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a 1v1, and Azad just like will win the 1v1.
Oh, maybe Kit Kat's a real OQ4 legend.
Yeah,
I mean, like that's the kind of confidence you need if you're gonna run Reyna genuinely.
Well, for sure. No, I
road.
agree.
Like,
I agree.
You need that.
I agree. It's just like, it's hard to like. it's hard to give like analytical feedback to a team where it's like you're trying to run like 4/5 of your comp is like real, and then you have a Reyna who's just running around killing everybody. You know, like on a baseline, if Highcard wants like constructive feedback or whatever, it's like their macro game and their micro is like kind of lacking. Usually, it is just bailed out because this team will get like a 2 or a 3K randomly and just like bail them out of a round.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so it's hard to like. I mean, like I said, no offense to SubZero, but after this, they kind of just got smoked. So I'm pretty sure they don't have
We're also getting
online prints
word
anymore.
that online prints was their IGL while also like fragging this hard.
Serious,
So,
bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, like me.
Alright, bro. BuzzKill
Okay,
Hyperspeed.
okay.
Okay,
Hyperspeed.
I will say again.
We
I don't
won.
know. We had like the Buzzkill team kind of just going far.
Mhm.
Admittedly,
I was
we
worried.
we gave the caveat of one, we don't know if the snowy exotic like combination is going to work out again. Spoiler alert, it didn't. And that this was a very make or break team because I know that like half of them would have been like a mental boom thing. Like
Yeah,
it would
I
have
mean,
would have been like
if you wanna scroll
this team
through the
either vibes together and
maps-
they're all best buddies and they're friends, or this team like hates each other after like 4 games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fairs.
honestly.
Yeah.
You can't do
I
too
mean,
much
this
about
map's not.
that.
But
Yeah,
I also don't think they hate each other. It was just like
uh,
I don't know. Maybe
we can
I
talk
don't
about Buzzkill later.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, okay, just to touch briefly on the. If you go back to Lotus, we don't need to talk about Pro yet.
Oh wait, well, look at the pro. Wait, what?
Oh.
I saw something bad. Whoa, okay.
Yeah. We don't need to
We don't
go
gotta
there
talk
yet.
about that one. We don't gotta talk about that one.
Hyperspeed usually runs Chamber on Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because they knew this is just assumption. I think because they knew they ran like a raise ISO,
Yeah.
they
this is-
swapped it to Vice to
Mhm.
serve as like a pseudo counter, I guess. Like that would be like my thought process as you run it because they're running ISO raise.
Mm-hmm.
We were swapping to Vice if we knew enemy team ran.
Yeah,
ISO.
so fair.
Yeah,
like,
like that's
Wow,
fair.
I'm so fucking smart.
W Luna 1.
Anyway.
All right, bro.
Anyway, like I think this is just like it was a good counter to it. They played the map well. I think Hyperspeed has a decent Lotus.
Yeah.
And the Pro incident, I think this is kind of where if you click on Pro, and if you scroll up a little bit to the vetoes, I don't know how much they practice this map. Personally,
Yeah.
Pro?
I know.
Uh,
Yeah. I know there was an infamous Catnappers Hyperspeed clip on Twitter on Pearl, but at least from like the knowledge that I know when I was there, they didn't
Luna's
play
saying
Pearl
0
that
prac
much.
on Pro.
Yeah, like there was a scrim and that was it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, happens, bro.
Happens.
Yeah.
Happens indeed. Isn't this? I think this
Happens.
is the map that Snowy pistol aced as well. Like,
No,
was
no,
this not?
that was Buzzkill Roso.
That was
when we get
Busker
there.
Roso. Okay. Heard that.
That's Buzzkill.
And then Roso Moonflower. I mean,
This wasn't. I don't
I
think
mean,
this one.
yeah.
If you click on the maps,
we don't.
like.
Yeah.
No, just click on it. Like, we'll just look. I mean,
This went as
No,
how you
Wooly,
would-
my goat, 20-9.
yeah,
this went as you expect, like how
Yeah.
you would have expected.
Yeah.
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 Well, I will say
Fuck
Pearl was
no.
closer. I'll give Moonflower their props because the last time I watched a Cleo-led team play Pearl, it was not great. But clearly they practiced it at least a little bit more.
Mhm.
So, but I think this just went how expected, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, I think when everybody saw Roso and Moonflower, it was just like, okay, well, Roso just moves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
So.
yeah. You can't say too much. Lush Highcard.
This was a game. for
What do
him.
you even say?
This is one of the games that happened.
Yeah.
Like they made it competitive map 1 and then map 2 I guess they just lost steam or something. Like it wasn't as
I don't know if I've ever
Um,
seen
but-
Lush play Pearl. I don't think they have a Pearl.
I don't think
Yeah,
Lush has
I
ever
don't
played
think so
Pro either.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those things. Like, if you want to talk about it, it is a thing that happens. Is when like, this OQ is one of those weird times where it's like a map has exited the pool, but it doesn't line up with like the patch time, or like because
Yeah.
for those who aren't aware, there's like a timeline that Riot sanctioned events have to follow, where it's like if it's a new patch and like especially a new map, there's like a certain amount of time for that map to be in the pool. So this is one of those times where it's like Pearl and Fracture were gone from this map pool. But since it wasn't in like the 2-4 week period, I think 4 because Summit's in the pool.
Yeah.
Since it wasn't in the
Yeah.
2-week period, or 4 weeks, sorry, Pearl and Fracture were still in the pool. Fracture doesn't matter as much because most GC teams ban it, but Pearl is just one of those maps where it's like,
Mhm.
those who, like I said this last episode or 2 episodes ago, it's like it is either a good Pearl, you either have a good Pearl or you're bad at Pearl. It's hard to just have like a okay Pearl.
Yeah.
At least at this level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'd agree.
So
And like it's the same thing for Swiss. Two weeks, 2 rounds of Swiss, and you still have Pearl. How are you gonna get a scrim? Like how are you
Yeah.
about to find a Pearl scrim?
Oh
when-
yeah, that's part of it. Like legit, like
yeah, how are you gonna scrim this map?
Genuinely.
mhm.
Unless you get like a pug roster together. But we don't I think
Unless you
in,
scrim
in
other
the,
GC teams.
yeah,
Yeah.
in these situations where it's like a map hasn't been in a pool and you're just gonna pug it out with aimers, like they're pretty much like the pug team will almost always win because they're just
I
gonna
agree.
run around and shoot their gun better than
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Which is like which was Highcard's whole like identity was I'm just gonna run around the map and like
I kill
shoot
Yeah.
you with my Reyna.
Yeah.
I think
And also
it-
there's
it-
an go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say real quick, there's an elephant in the room with this team that we'll talk about after.
Golf.
Highcard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with Azad gonna be out the country, they're losing their
There's
arena.
more than that.
There's more than
Shibar.
that.
Oh.
We
It'll
can
be
talk
a
about
preview
that
for
later. Once
Swiss.
let's
Yeah.
get all the
Let's
way
finish the
down.
bracket.
Let's finish this
Yeah.
storyline and
Yeah.
Finish the
we'll
bracket.
talk about what happened. But I will say the Pearl thing. The teams that are already in Swiss have just like, if they were smart, they've already scrimmed this map. Like they've
Yeah.
already been scrimming this map and they have something established. So that going
Yeah,
into Swiss,
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
fine.
Or they'll
But
just permit it.
either way.
Fairs.
BuzzKill Roso.
I will say, I said before this game that whoever won this map probably just made Swiss.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This was low-key Snowy and Oppie going band for band each map with that one life game from Pure.
Yeah.
Like Haven was Pure put everyone in the dirt and it wasn't even
Like,
close. Like
look at-
I just watched that. It was low-key just like if you
Pure
were
was
on
really
Pure's
winning
screen, it was
every
over.
duel. Yeah. Pure was
Calm
winning
down.
like every duel.
Calm little 2.13 rating. Not bad. Looking like a young Zapix. My fault.
Okay.
My bad.
And
Lotus.
I will say, I mentioned this when we were watching this game. My issue with Roso's Lotus is just the deadlock. Because I think you lose okay,
Mhm.
your defense is not as good as it would be with like a Vice in this situation. However, I do understand that I think Oppie just wants to play the deadlock, right?
Yeah, that's what Vex was telling us. That
Yeah,
it was just a
Oppie
vibes thing.
Oppie just wants to play deadlock. I think this comp is good on attack because you get like on attack, your post plant becomes like so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that is
I-
kind of that is what deadlock is good for. Deadlock is like deadlock will exist in the space of like a post plant where it's like I have a wall, my sensors and like the chokes where you are forced to make audio, and then I'm throwing my net and all that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just so hard to get through.
We played
Yeah.
against this comp. We played against this team, obviously. We played against this comp on this map. I can say another thing they were really good at is trapping with this comp. I think the net added a whole nother layer to their defense with the C mount traps, whatever.
Mhm.
I also think that like it's like as it's as easy to hold a bomb site with his agent as Vise without the passive info.
Yeah.
That I think the deadlock does add like another layer.
Yeah, and I just remember seeing, we were like, wow, the deadlock doesn't seem that great. And then we proceeded to watch Oppie net 2 people and then get like a 3K on 3 separate people entering in the site, and one of them was a
Yeah.
raise satcheling in
Yeah,
there.
I think
So I
the
was
issue
just like,
with like the deadlock. Sorry to cut you off. It's really just like Oppie has to just like Oppie has to
That's
sit
what-
on site and just dick everybody down, which is like what
He can do
Oppie's
that.
always done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if Oppie is, I guess the way I view it is if they hit C and Oppie is not consistently getting like 2 or 3,
We're fried.
it's kind of hard, right?
Oppie has to get 2 good frags, like good post-plan agents outside of their duelist. Like
Yeah.
probably the duelist and 1. And that's, if that's consistent, then it makes sense. But if for whatever reason there's a team that's not enabling Oppie to do that, which I guarantee you there will come Swiss, it probably needs to change. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah. I'm sure there's things they can fix too. Obviously, we're just like, Fracture. Roso had this one
That
strat.
play, oh my, we were freaking out, bro.
It
We were
was in
freaking out.
an unlisted that we cannot show. If it was like a public thing, I would have shown it. But they like smoke mid sight on A. They waylaid double dash into the smoke. Or no, it was B. Sorry, it was on B.
I can pull
they
up the
plant
Dynamo
like
plan.
dice. No, it's fine. I won't take too long. It literally take longer to do that. You waylay dash into the site or the site smoke on B dice. You just plant the bomb and they just played full post with this comp.
Yeah.
That
Which I think
was
was
Vex
super
Vex was
cool.
saying that was like the one play they had on, like one of 2
Yeah, it was like
plays
one
they
of
had on
2,
Fracture,
yeah.
and it just worked. Like they would just put the bomb down and then they'd just play like infinite posts because they have Teo missiles and breach molly and breach stun, or breach aftershock, breach stun, brim molly,
Brim ult.
infinite
They had
cancer.
Brim ult this
like
round
it,
as well. Like
yeah, it was
they
just
had
like
Brim and Breach ult actually this
they
round.
had
I remember.
everything, and so
yeah.
it's just a cancer comp, and it is
Yeah.
what it is.
I
but-
will say, look at when BuzzKill swapped to attack, right? They only got 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, because we talked about this last episode when this BuzzKill roster was like more public, there was an issue. There was a concern, not an issue. There was a concern about like exotics, pre-rounding, and like the calling and stuff. I think this is the same deal. It's the same, like it's very similar comps, right? You're running the Phoenix. This was the map that Snowy aced round 1, had Phoenix ult round 1, and you're not able to convert a bonus, and you got 4 rounds on the side that you had Phoenix ult round 1.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mean to, like, obviously we don't know. It's all speculation, but this was an issue with exotics calling on MVSK, whereas like they had to swap off the Phoenix because they weren't using a Phoenix ult enough, or they weren't getting the Phoenix orbs. And you're getting 3 rounds on an attack half where you're running like a raise Phoenix, where it's like your ult cycle is really good, and Fracture is one of the easiest maps to just walk around the map and grab orbs because it's the only map with 4 orbs, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it's kind of like,
Is
I don't
there
want to
not
say.
a lot of ult-based calling coming out of exotic? Which
I don't think it's enough planning around the ults. And I said this before in like one of the, I think the last episode, where exotic struggles to find the simple answer, which I think is like something that feels silly to say, but like sometimes the answer is literally right there. We are gonna like if like on this map, if you're like 4 out of 6 orbs, you can just like, okay, we're just gonna go like B main, grab the orb, go under to arcade, grab the orb, and then we have Phoenix Soul and we're hitting or whatever. That is a super simple call that is, to be honest, easily replicable. Like the only thing is like, you're worried about breach KO insta running it down, but you can just hold at the start. Anyway, I think exotic struggles to find like the simple solution. It always has to be like a in depth. I'm going to have the round played out in my mind, and I'm going to stick with this one way. And I think on Fracture, where you're just wanting to get orbs as Phoenix, I don't know. I think it is definitely a concern that you only get 3 rounds on your attack half with a Phoenix Rays at that.
Yeah.
It is a concern. And this team, like, I don't think shooting for this team is like an issue.
No.
Like, it's not like they're like Phoenix, like, because you can look at some other teams and be like, oh well, they only got XYZ or like X amount of rounds. It's like, oh yeah, there's like a difference in those teams. I think in these teams, it's like you could argue to an extent that maybe BuzzKill has like actually no, Roso definitely does have more shooters, but shooting is not an issue for BuzzKill either, right? Like they can shoot, like Snowy can shoot, Millie is known for like shooting their gun, like Gia has been known for shooting her gun, whatever. Like shooting is not the issue on this team.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of just have to wonder.
Yeah, probably
Congrats to
a
Roso.
mix of mental and
Yeah.
a couple of things, but yeah.
Yeah. Congrats.
I
to
think
another-
Roso's just the better team.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I
We can
think.
talk about Roso Highcard,
Bro,
but
big NT to Angel pilled though. You got both upper Swiss qual
yeah.
teams in your group.
it's like a group. It's a group
I-
A.
yeah.
It's a group A situation from OQ. We can look at Roso Highcard, but like I said,
It's
Buzzkill Roso was kind of like
that was the sign.
Yeah,
That was the
this is just-
telltale
I-
it
this
was
is just
kind
a
of like
team
the
to-
yeah. This
Yeah.
was like
You have a
just
real comp versus
yeah.
something.
So you go to
It's
you go to split yeah. It's
4
it's
agents
like,
in arena.
This is an issue that Highcard ran into and might run into again in the future. Now that they're in Swiss, if they're not just going to be winning their aim duels, they need to have like some sort of like macro to fall back on. And in this situation where Rosa, like you're not going to just like all of the Kit Kat, right? Because obviously like making Swiss with like only Reyna is pretty insane.
That's
but
tough.
You're not going to just like you can't just run around and aim check everybody on Roso and expect to win.
Yeah,
That's just not how
Yeah.
that works. Roso has more structure. They have shooters. Like those 50-50s that I talked about. Sorry. Like those 50-50s I talked about, like against other teams, I said it was like a 70-30. Against Roso, it is a 50-50, if not like a 40-60. Like clearly Azad is good enough to win their duels and whatnot. But it's not
You're
like they're
facing an
going to
actual
take.
structure
They're
there.
not going to take over the game like they have in other series.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also think it's just way harder to not when you're playing a team that has like as good as mechanics as you, but also has lots of
Structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crysalis. I did say
Yeah.
they're my dark horse team. Some people will call the OQ3 Group A team the Generation of Miracles. Every team from Group A and OQ3 made Swiss. Is that not insane?
That's low key crazy.
I don't think that's
pretty
ever
crazy.
happened before. I literally don't think that's ever happened before. All 3 teams made that. That's pretty insane.
I actually,
There's a lot
you're
of
probably right. I don't know. Like, if anyone wants to go
it's
back and
never
fact check,
happened.
you're
I
most
really
likely
don't
right,
think it's
yeah.
ever happened.
Yeah, which is crazy.
There's a lot of lowers games.
Lowers.
Should we talk about like
we
the
can kind of
upsets?
breeze through them.
There's some,
Like Revenge Catnappers.
We'll go
close.
down. We'll start with low. Like we'll just go round
Each
by
round,
round.
yeah,
like
yeah.
down the list. Revenge Catnappers. I mean, this was
Not
the coach.
close.
This was the coach crash out series
Yeah.
from Catnappers. And, I mean, if it was just like people aren't loud, people aren't excited. It is what it is. JJ had a bad start map 2 after being pretty dominant map 1 or pretty solid performance map 1.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Catnappers apparently just didn't show up that day, and this is also where you have the swap for Salem over to.
Oh yeah,
that.
Salem for entry. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Which I think was better.
I agree.
Look at raid E sub 5.
I think they're definitely just the best
There's one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
one?
is.
big thump on the recon now too is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. I like
Salem
that.
is definitely best when they're able to call and just like get in there. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. For sure.
So, but we don't need to. Okay, that game wasn't close. Exsouls AXA.
XA.
This was tough.
This one was
bro,
rough. This one was
This
rough.
this is when everyone started being the Exsouls believers. This right here, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wasn't
What
an
you
Exo
mean?
believer per se.
Oh,
Like
they
I
had
was
Prime
still
Nexus
rooting for the
coming in.
Pookies on
Yeah.
AXA. It was just like these were close games. Like if you look at map 2, I think it was also pretty
It was
close.
13-10.
Yeah.
XA was making a huge run back.
Like, bro,
It was
look
it
at
was
this
it was a
streak.
really bad start.
Yeah.
No
At
hate. Nexus definitely dragged him across the line.
Nexus put some
Yeah.
belt.
Like Nexus did like a plus 17, kind of like no hate to Exsouls. They clear, like they're a good team, but when your E sub is doing plus 17
And
to
Prime CC.
yeah, she's just really good this map too.
Yeah.
I was watching some of this, and I think that AXA had like good ideas on the split defense specifically. I will say, if you go back to split, bro, like guys, Viper is right there.
That like
Please.
Case
This
said
map
it.
with-
Case said it while we were watch partying. This is the first time I've ever seen split this entire year with no Viper on either
Yeah.
side. Like that's kind of crazy.
Well, I
no?
think, like personally with split, I just think it's like no Viper, no win. Like
This is for sure
Yeah.
like someone isn't comfortable with Viper split, or this is a
Mhm.
product of another overcooked from AXA. We saw it
I
with
don't
the
even
Breeze
think
comp.
it's an overcook.
But
Well-
that's where I'm leaning towards, because at the end of the day, like, okay, you have the Astra and you have the Omen. Why do you have both? It does. They're not playing it correctly. Like with the taking of the A space passively, they're having
Yeah,
to. They're
agree.
what was it? It was one round. They burned 4 Astra stars in the pre-round,
Yeah.
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 and we were just sitting there like,
I think the issue is, is the person who can play Viper is their Inishi IGL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think Star U is the one that can play the Viper on this map,
yeah,
and they just can't.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I think if you're running double, like guys, I
You-
promise you.
I either way though, if you're sorry to cut you off. If you're a
No, no, no,
controller player and you don't know at least on a fundamental level how to play stuff other than dome smokes, we have a problem.
Or Senti.
struggled-
Senti players know how to play Viper too.
That too.
Mhm.
You have to pick one, because when I made the first swap to smokes, I was fortunate enough that I had a Sentinel player who could also play Viper, or I had someone on my team who could also play Viper, and I just stayed on dome smokes. That wasn't the case in later rosters, and it wasn't a great fit. Like it was a weird juggling of like, there's someone who can play Viper maybe a little better, understands it a little better, but they're off rolling now. And it's weird. I'm a firm believer. And since then, my Viper's gotten ever so slightly better, but I'm a firm believer that if you don't, on a fundamental level, understand how to play the agent, like Sam can attest to how I like me picking up Harbor for Blue Star. I'm not a Harbor player. I've not played Harbor very often ever since the rework. But I learned it. Like I gave it the reps. You have to at least be willing to give it the reps. And maybe they did it, and maybe it was just like, we really don't have an answer. But like, I don't know. It makes me a little angry when people I don't know the internals, but it makes me a little angry when it looks on paper that people don't want to play the agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think even like with Viper split, especially, it's like just having like legit. You don't need to be like the best lurker in the world or whatever. I think just having like just the wall and orb cycle on attack makes your life so much easier.
I agree.
Like
Yeah.
I
And
probably
having
I
the
don't-
cycle
yeah.
smokes for defense is also that.
Like I
'Cause you
think
can
it's
say-
not a go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think like it's not a coincidence that both of these teams struggle on attack. Like
Yeah.
obviously it's a defense sided map, but it's like 2 rounds on one half and then like 3 rounds on the other so far, where it's like it was like a struggle for them to even get to those 3 rounds. So I don't think it's a coincidence, because it's like the game plan against a no Viper comp is so
It's
simple.
so
It's like,
easy.
Yeah.
hey guys, they don't have anything to get through A. They have to just like face it, and it's like in the mid late round, you just post one up on the ramp line, and then you know what I mean? Because it's like, what are they can't contest A as easily. Like I will say that Exsouls from OQ4 switched to like a Sky, so now they have like some ramp pressure, but it's like if you're not doing that in the at round start, in the mid round, you just post one up on the ramp line, which I'm pretty like, which was what AXA was doing as someone who watched this game. In the mid late round, they would just post Discord mod on the ramp line with an op, and then they would just kill anybody coming into A, which with like 20 seconds left because Exsouls defaults until like 10 seconds left.
Mhm.
So it's like,
Yeah.
please, Viper
attack
is
legit
not
makes-
hard. It's
it-
not hard.
Yeah, I don't know. It like makes the defense add legit like 3 more layers to their.
Also, I
Yeah.
think Pearl. Correct me if I'm wrong. If we look at Lotus, I'm pretty sure Pearl was playing mainly duelist for this team. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
having
pretty
her
sure.
go to the Astra, I know she's done it in the past, but having her go to the Astra seems so odd when her primary
like-
role is like
Interesting.
the,
Yeah, it's like we want to play
Yeah.
double smoke, but we're not. I don't know. I think
it's odd. I think you can put a fragger on Viper and it would have been fine because the Astra was doing like positionally the same thing just with different utility.
Yeah.
So just play the Viper. Just learn Viper lineups. It's not that hard.
Yeah, and
I'll,
Exsouls is also just good to a team. Get good against a team that likes Breeze because they'll just ban it.
Yep.
Usually. So
All right.
all good.
Next one.
We can go next.
Next one.
Next one.
Dynamo SubZero. Loki, do we need to talk about it?
Don't need to talk about this.
Mm.
They
Oh
got
my
There's no-
God.
there's
I'm just
no-
saying, there's no online prints, and it just got significantly worse.
Yeah.
That, and I think
No
Dynamo were
flame.
just mad that they were in lowers. They just had to let it out
Yes,
somehow.
but I don't think that's true because we'll get there. They lost their next match. I'm pretty sure.
Chibar.
I think,
We're gonna fucking
Yeah.
win.
but I don't think it is a coincidence that your best player is your best player. This was the same thing we said about Venture, not to do like a 1-to-1, but it's like your
Mhm.
best players is also your IGL, and if you're gone, what happens? Granted,
Yeah.
there is a big difference between like the secret average and the SubZero average, but your best player, who's the IGL, is gone, and you get 5 rounds in 2 maps. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
one of those things where it's like, what do you do? Also, this Lotus comp is like deranged as hell. Sage Deadlock,
Yeah.
Sage Deadlock.
This is
and,
this is
you
something.
know,
They're like trying to do the fucking XLG comp, but they don't want.
they're trying to do the
But it just doesn't
XOG
make
comp,
any
but they're
sense.
half-assing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like way worse in both fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, guys, look, we can run it, but
It's
we're
like-
not
it's
running
like-
it all
we
the
can
way.
run it.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those like
They gotta commit.
oh, we see a pro team plays this and we think it looks cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot of work to make this
Like,
comp
like,
actually
like,
work.
that's what I mean. We said this
Ooh.
when we're talking about AXA's Breeze. It's like there's just easier options, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
a reason that the only teams that see like other teams have tried to run the XLG comp, and there's a reason that XLG is the only team that wins on Lotus like that.
Well, they don't even
There's
win
all-
anymore.
Well, yeah, I was getting there. There's a reason that they're
It's crazy.
the only team that wins on that map with that comp, and there's also a reason that the comp is now getting less success because guys, they can't hit A with this comp.
Yeah.
They only go C. Your game plan
Yeah.
is legit. Just like I'm going to sit mound, and I'm just gonna hold it. They can't hit A with this comp. So I don't know. I think this comp is some overcooked, but I think it doesn't matter anyway because you lose your best player and your IGO. It was just raps.
Totally.
Dynamo was mad. They came on
Yeah.
the vengeance. They whipped out the belt, and it was over. GG. Next
GG.
team. Next team.
series.
Hyperspeed Moonflower.
Hyperspeed Moonflower. Also
Up-
kind of expected. I
up the
can't lie. I
fucking
know
hype.
Sam was a big Moonflower fan, but like,
Well, I think this was a match that was gonna like.
I think
It's closer.
Pangolin is a player who, if you put Pangolin against a good team, Pangolin is dealt with. If you put Pangolin against a team that maybe doesn't know how to deal with a chamber who's going to ego you at every opportunity, Pangolin's going to fucking fry.
And Fry
Yeah.
Pang did.
I
And-
think
and
that's
Fry
I
Pang
think that's
did.
pretty fair
Like,
to say.
Yeah.
Low key, yeah, that's fair.
Hey, they were giving some bell games. Why did I?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'm not saying okay. Let me put it this way. I'm not saying Pang can't shoot back against good teams. I'm saying
Yeah,
the
yeah,
good
I
teams
understand.
will know how to deal with a chamber.
Yeah.
Okay, teams are more aware of like the common angles. Like it
Yes.
also helps
A team
you
that
get
Pang
the
drops
two-
30 against is not the same team. Pang does not drop that 30 in the same way they do it. Like it's not equivalent.
No, for
Mhm.
sure.
If Pang
yeah.
adapts, Pang
100%.
adapts, but Pang isn't. You get my point. We're
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at
yeah,
I get
semantics.
you. I get you.
But I think you get the double. Well, we'll talk about this some later as we talk about like more hyperspeed games. Ping will just walk down. If there's like like on defense, Ping will just walk somewhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like even barrier start, Ping will walk down. It's like I think that is just like a chamber fundamental that has been drilled into their brain that it is like so natural for them to do it on other senties, even if it's like not the ideal thing.
The Vice C mounts
You know what I
one with
mean?
the op is
Yeah, like
is
Vice. It's like Vice, and then
craziness.
like Cypher is also kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I will say this OQ. I don't think Ping has been opping on like the Senti
Viper,
as
yeah.
much.
I've seen it on Cypher a decent bit.
On no
I've seen it
on
Cypher,
Haven
Mhm.
Haven Luna 1 is the opper. It is not Ping.
That's
I see
Ping
attack
like
side
both.
Cypher up.
Attack sides. I'm
I
talking
saw it-
defense mainly.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Attack
yeah.
attack
Then
Ping.
sure.
Attack Ping will just do it whenever the fuck they want.
Well, because
But-
when it's Cypher C, when it's Cypher like Haven C, it's just Pang does that like, oh, my setup might be C garage. I'm gonna walk down C, which is
Yeah.
fine if your setup is like garage B and you're playing solo C and you're playing for retake or something like that. But I don't know. I think that it's situational, and Pang just kind of does it on instinct
it's
because
just
of
a,
the
yeah,
role,
it's
like
just
the
a
chamber.
it's just a chamber thing. Ping
Yeah.
will just walk everywhere, and it's like I have a TP. Wait,
Yeah.
but I'm tapping E and my camera's out.
what
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
that mean?
so it's like
I don't think there's
Weird
much more
glitch.
to say about the series.
yeah,
No,
though.
yeah.
we can
Not too
move
much.
on. And
Yeah.
This was like expected.
Buzzkill revenge.
Not surprised. Not
This
surprising
was where
after
the
what I had
cracks,
seen.
the
Yeah.
cracks were showing with BuzzKill, and this I think was just kind of like Revenge kind of found their stride, and
Look at my
with
rating
each
sub.
series they got a bit better. They had their sub come in and help a little bit, but
Yeah.
I think yeah, I think this was just Revenge really hitting their stride. Nothing
Mhm.
more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just two teams on going in opposite directions growth wise.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
team's getting
so far,
better.
so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one team is
not
getting
bad
one
out of-
team's
not
getting
bad out of big
better.
jump.
Yes.
Yeah, Revenge was just getting better as the tourney went on because they swapped roles and it made sense. And then Buzzkill was just no offense, Buzzkill was just getting worse as the event went on.
I think Revenge has a lot of potential. I just need and I know you're in the stream, and I know that what the community says about you. And I every time I see a Sylvia team, I just wonder how much of a ticking time bomb it is. And I'm really hoping with this roster there is none of that, because it's got a lot of potential, and we saw how they developed in OQ4. So much so that if the Sylvia mental negatively impacts this team, I'm just going to be sad. And if it's something
Fairs.
that gets fixed,
Fairs.
awesome.
We
Then we get to watch
actually
this
gonna
team
win.
perform. We
Yeah.
get to watch this team perform, and we get to watch this team succeed. They have a good coach. They have like either way. I
No, know what you
want
mean.
I just want to see like I just want to see this team function when the predominant issue isn't mental.
Yeah.
And that's maybe that's me drinking the Kool-Aid and things are better now, but like that's what I want to see. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Fairs.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yes.
Fairs.
yeah. We don't need
Either
to
way.
talk too much about this series though.
Lush Exsouls
Lush
though.
Exsouls.
This was an upset.
This
I would
was an
say-
upset.
I will
would
say-
agree, yeah.
Cold
Okay.
burger is too cold.
That's
Can we
awesome.
talk about that breeze, bro? Cold
I
burger
will-
is putting people down left
Yeah.
and right.
That's what
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up. Not necessarily because of like I think Lush played good. This is their perma. This is Exsouls perma ban. How did it go through two separate vetoes? How did it go
I don't
through
know.
two separate
Can you
vetoes?
scroll back down? Okay.
I don't know.
Like,
This is also a comp for sure.
yeah, both teams are comps for sure.
These are
Yeah.
But my point is, it is your perma. You're taking a gamble by banning Haven first. If you think you're gonna lose that,
Mhm.
fine. How did it make it through two vetoes?
Yeah.
2 waves of ban and you left it open, and then you're betting your lower bracket run on your perma ban?
Is that tough?
Jesus. Like,
I don't know.
that is a choice for sure. Like, you are. They had dinner plans. Chill is what I just read. I don't know. I think it's a bit silly. I don't think the Haven ban is fine because I do think Lush's best map, in my opinion, and they had been showing it constantly, was like the Haven. I think their best map was just Haven, so it's fine. I don't hate the gamble. I think one thing we saw a lot this OQ was teams were taking more gambles in their vetoes, which I like personally.
Yeah.
I really do like that. The issue is you aren't banning it the second go around. Because I know Exsouls has played Pearl at least once.
Putting too much dip in their chip.
Yeah, it's like taking 1 gamble, fine. 2 is a lot. Like, I think you like if you get through the first 2 maps with outplaying your perma, fairs. It's chill. But you're double downing on the fact that it's like, did you really think you're gonna lose Pearl also? When I think Pearl fits his team in such a good way. Like, I know CC's last team before this was Hyperspeed, and we never really played Pearl on that team. But it's like, God, like, surely they played Pearl in like one of their other series. I think they played it against Crysalis and it was close. So why, excuse my language, why the fuck is your permaban your 3rd map when you can play Pearl?
Perusa swears. Cut the camera.
Swears.
No. Like, you're not wrong though. This is a gamble that did not pay off whatsoever, and
like the first 2 maps, I think were the first 2 maps were cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like Fracture, Lotus, I think we're like, if you click on those, like Fracture and Lotus were good maps. Like OT, Exsouls brings it out, and Lotus was also a close map. I was like, oh cool, we're gonna get a close 3rd map. What's this? We're loading into Breeze. Oh no.
Wait, why am I on Breeze?
Like one team is running like Solo Astra. One team is a Viper Clove. Both of them are running a chamber. I was just like, Jesus Christ, we are.
Yeah, we here for the vibes. We
are off the fucking goop with this one. Like, but
yeah,
again, one team permas it, doesn't know what they're running on it, truthfully, and the other team clearly at least had some stuff. Coldburger and Remix are buying the frenzy and just beaming people full screen with it on Breeze.
No, bro, like the frenzy on Lush GC actually got to be studied.
There's a clip where
it's so bad, bro.
Lush was ecoed. Oh, it was the bonus, I think. It was the bonus on their attack. They're running onto B. Coldburger's near pillar and just beam somebody back sight with the frenzy.
Bro,
I was just like,
bro,
what the fuck?
My frenzy doesn't do that. Like my frenzy don't move like that. I gotta take notes, bro. I gotta learn from Lush about that.
But yeah, we can move on to the next one. I just think it's silly baking your lower bracket run on that. Elephant Part 2.
Win.
Elephant 2.
Elephant 2.
My goodness.
This is like, yeah. We're disappointed.
We talked about this last time, and we're gonna say it again. Why the fuck did Lotus get let through in this veto?
Dude, everyone keeps letting WW like.
This was closer. It was close. Can we be honest? It was close. It was closer. Yes. I think it was closer. They clearly had a game plan going into it.
Yeah. For both teams, this Lotus is a good map for them. So I think Dynamo was willing to take that gamble, and they were saying, you know what, fuck it, we have a better Lotus. And I think as time went on, a lot of the issues just kind of like there would just be a few missteps that just really didn't like. I don't know. I think on paper, no discredit to WW, Dynamo should have taken this map, but there were a few fundamental like micro errors that lost them rounds.
I agree. That 5v2 pistol they lost, legit, like detrimental. That
It was like-
that like killed them. I won't lie.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it certainly, like, it wasn't a stellar attack half from Dynamo, but I think they would have had an equal defensive half if they had started off strong, like we thought. So
yeah,
Yeah, like,
it's hard. It's hard. That's all I gotta say.
it's fair to talk about the Lotus, but I do like kind of like Kazi said, it's like both teams' best map,
yeah.
and it's at that point it's like
Brownie
you
gave
just
it
need
out.
yeah. Brownie gave Bell this map, not this map
The
fracture.
next, yeah, next one.
But like you're kind of just like you're not gonna back down from a challenge, I guess, where it's like this is our best map. We're aware that this is your best map. Let's just
Yep.
Yeah,
let's just duke it out, and I think it could have gone either way. So I think out of everybody, I think this one was fair
yeah.
for the
Okay.
Lotus.
This is probably the
Yeah.
only time it's fair to let Lotus through when you're playing WW, and then
Not
Fracture.
gonna
And
Yeah,
then Fracture, they got Prime Brownie.
That shit
on
went
the
close.
side.
She-Bar.
That shit won't close.
Yeah.
But let's go to Haven.
Oh,
Analyze.
shit.
Prime
Ooh,
Zapix, bro.
Bar.
Prime Zapix, bro. Oh,
Zapix
my
was okay.
We're getting
Zapix
word-
was
wait,
putting people
wait.
in the dirt.
We're getting word
Zapix
from
was
WW
going-
coach. We never scrim Fracture even before I joined. Okay.
Zapix was playing through crazy headache on
I
this
don't know.
map, and then proceeded to like
Nearly dropped
almost
30,
drop a
bro.
2.0 KD. I think, look, you lose pistol on Haven attack if you're Dynamo, and then you let it snowball to the extent that it did is so rough. And I don't know, like Zapix just kind of like, whether it was soul reads, whether it was just like, I mean, obviously they were shooting their gun, but there's a lot. I think this goes back to the like, Dynamo's a very momentum based team.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
when their
if it gets
momentum
bad.
when the momentum is bad or something hinders players' egos and maybe they aren't shooting at 110%, it shows. And that's where the cracks form, where they're like, let a good string of rounds go before they can kind of recuperate the mental. And by that point, they've kind of backed themselves into a corner. Like you saw starting on like the half for Haven was not bad. That's a 6-6 half. Like end of the day, like if you're playing defense, that's pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
But then when you go into your own attack half as Dynamo and you're just letting shit slip for what, 6 rounds, you're now at match point and you're like now having to claw your way out. Like that's, I don't know. That's really, really tough. And there's not much, like you gave yourself 0 wiggle room. What can you do at that
Yeah.
point?
Yeah, it's hard. Like I will. It isn't as bad as the
The Lush loss.
No, well,
Or
Haven was a struggle map for this team in OQ3, and they changed to like a double dive going into this.
yeah.
It's just another situation where it's like, I'm surprised you guys are banking on like your third map would be a map that you have like the notoriously struggled on.
Yeah.
And
It's
they
a-
lost to
it's-
Lush on this map, and I think no disrespect to
It's a-
Lush, Lush is a
yeah.
worse team than WGW. So it's like
Mhm.
you're banking your lower bracket run on a map that you have struggled with. So it's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, I don't know. I think it could have been approached differently.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it could have.
Not much more to be said. It's a tough one for Dynamo, and we'll see what happens with the roster going forward. I think all of them are individually like great players, but it's just got to come. You got to be more experienced, more like this is a good lesson. It sucks they're not in Swiss, but I think this is a good loss to learn from as a team, and kind of whether there's a recuperation from this, who knows? We'll see going into next year, but.
Yeah.
None of the
They
Dynamo
all have-
players have been like active on social aside from like
Yeah.
Ruin.
Yeah.
Or Ruin
It-
went like LFT
it's-
for Swiss.
I mean, if they all went LFT for Swiss, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, granted, there's not enough slots for that to be the case, but
People would get. I think at the worst, like most of this roster would. most of this roster would get like.
They would get a look at the very least.
Yeah.
I would say. I think this
Like,
roster gets a look at least.
I will say though, like just because this is like the last time we'll be talking about them, like it is. To put it bluntly, it is disappointing because it's like this roster. I think we were glazing this roster up and down, talking about this roster will make Swiss. They're gonna be so good, XYZ, and then
They just got out. Yeah.
to and I would say, no disrespect to those teams on the side of the path, the first 2 games were pretty easy. Like you had Lush into like Highcard SubZero without SubZero's best player. So
Yeah.
I'm getting told to leak. One of these players got picked up for a sub spot.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
we're not talking about that this episode. Wally, it's a different
Oh, shit,
episode.
I forgot.
Not
We
yet.
will talk about it.
Not
We will
yet.
talk about it going into our Swiss predictions because there's stuff that's still on the table and isn't public yet, and we would rather talk about it when it's fully public.
We gotta wait till locks.
Remember
We gotta
episode-
wait.
It's either episode 1 or episode 2 where we leaked way too much and we had to do some
Never
editing,
leaked
and we
anything.
can't do editing here,
Listen.
so we're not gonna talk about it.
You can't. You just said Sam. I'll dictate.
Sam L dictated.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's
We can go to the
crazy.
next match.
GG's
but-
Dynamo. See you next year.
Pignites,
Very unfortunate.
Hyperspeed.
Hyperspeed Golden Pignites.
Prime Pangolin.
Pignites crumbled. Pignites crumbled.
Yeah,
Pignites crumbled.
They did.
This was it. GG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time ping.
Just show.
Yeah,
Just click through the
same
match. Just
thing.
click through. Just show me the score. Just show me. It's a banger,
Shit,
but like it
bro.
just.
I will say,
Is a banger.
when have you ever seen a Nova team clutch one of these?
Yeah.
That's it.
Uh,
the
Oh,
question.
once.
no, don't say that. No,
Once.
don't say never because I was there. I was there
I
when we
was there
did.
too. I was there too.
Don't say that.
Okay.
I was there.
Okay.
I was there too. Once
It's
against
doable.
WGW on Lotus.
Ooh.
Just letting you know.
Wait, let me go find
some
this.
some people can't say they've beaten WDW's Lotus. I have.
Oh,
I have.
Oh,
who,
Okay.
who else has felt that? Wait, it's getting cold in my
Can you go
room,
to the
bro.
what was the score of the next map?
She,
I think legit, it's one of those things. It was the same thing with like the Pignites. Actually, we lost the Pignites on Lotus in the Crazy OT. I just remembered.
Mhm.
Kind of erased that from my brain.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's one of those things where it's like in a long drawn out OT, whoever just wins just has momentum going into the
Yeah.
next map.
Yeah.
Like so, and you go into I think Hyperspeed's best map. So
Like this.
Fairs,
one,
bro.
actually, Fairs. Like you honestly can't do too much about it. It's the momentum.
you just have
diff.
to win the first map.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
momentum diff, if anything. Pangolin go front. Yo, nah, you're trolling, bro.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think this literally just came down to the first map. So if we want to talk
Yeah.
about Crysalis Revenge first, I have a
mean, what-
segment at the end. Oh,
Yeah.
Revenge. Do we need to
Revenge.
talk about?
We don't
Just
like,
click on it.
Yeah,
Click on it. Click on it and look at the score, and then we can move on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This was a.
Click on map
GG.
too. Click on map too. How do you
GG's
win a map without getting a sale?
Without what? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Because that's
Oh
legit impressive.
no!
Like,
Wait, this is actually
That's- no,
impressive.
no, no,
as hell,
it's-
I
it's-
won't
it's-
lie.
Look, that's look. Props. It's a little funny.
Also,
I'm gonna
Prime
laugh
Fans,
because
yeah.
it's pretty funny to look
Yo,
at. I'm sorry.
Elf
I'm-
kid.
I look. It either way, the team's just been looking like. Okay, we can ignore the stats. The team just looks better as the tournament goes on. This is an expected win for them.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
I mean, Salem just had in the same map too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. If I'm Kit, bro, I'm running that to the bank,
Bro.
Legit
low
zero
key?
kills. I just get to sit in my astral form and place things down.
Just
Like,
like-
I mean, low key, if that's your win con, that's fine.
I do think it's a little silly.
That's so
It's
But,
pretty
like,
funny.
funny.
That's
We really
that's
don't
so
need
funny,
to.
bro.
We don't really need to talk about it a whole lot, just
Nah.
because this was just a team diff.
Oh,
This
this
was just a-
is dictator.
Bro. Like Kit, as funny as that scoreline is, it's like it's just team diff at the end of the
Yeah.
day. Like
Yeah.
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 team diff.
Next one.
Yep. We go next.
That's it.
My
Wait,
Super
what is
Bowl,
Chrysalis
bro.
Revenge? Let's do
Okay,
Chrysalis Revenge.
Oh wait, we didn't do WGW.
Yeah, I was about to say we got to talk about the Super Bowl,
sorry,
bro.
Sorry.
Come on now.
Do we want to? You
I
want
thought
to
we
wait? You want to
talked
finish off Chrysalis Revenge first, and then we talk about the Super Bowl? Because I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm
going down the
down.
bottom is where we start to get into our like
Yeah,
shenanigans.
yeah.
I guess.
I'm done. Okay, Chrysalis Revenge. I mean,
Prime song.
That's a map one banger.
this is a
And
map
I think
banger.
props to
Both these maps are actually close.
Sylvia and the squad for holding that shit down.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Go to-
that's just like that's a slugfest.
Go to
And I think,
second map. It was also pretty close.
yeah, this is just like a slugfest.
Yeah.
But I think the endurance is in Revenge's favor,
Yeah.
just from like a mechanical standpoint. Like that's just a team of people who are gonna shoot their gun no matter what.
Yeah.
What is this Viper erasure on Lotus, bro?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
Viper is getting just snubbed out of the meta silently, and it just came
Guys,
out of
well,
nowhere.
okay.
I don't know. I
And
don't know.
Sylvia, you're welcome to comment on like if you guys like are anti-Viper or anything in chat. But like how I'm viewing this is you just have a team of people who are go kill, right? You'll have your util throwers and thumpers proven to shoot very well on that initiator role. But like truthfully, it seems like you guys just want to be gun out shooting shit. And that's just it. That's all I'm reading. So
we press the util button one time and then we shoot.
Yeah,
Like,
I was just talking about the even Crysalis. It's like you have Fangs who can play Viper.
Yeah.
And you have Biffy who's
Yeah.
coming from a team that played Viper.
Yeah. I mean, the issue is, I think they
Yeah.
just like, I think they just want to play double duelist, and I guess they just prefer the passive info over the Viper, and that's like fair.
yeah. People are looking at double duelist and they're foaming at the mouth. But for Revenge, I think, that's
For Revenge is fair.
You
For
play well.
Revenge,
Yeah,
it's
it just
fair,
doesn't fit your
yeah.
identity, and that's
It's
fine.
better than that solo
But-
gecko shit they used to run.
For Chrysalis,
Holy
and this
shit.
is no disrespect.
Oh,
No
don't bring up
disrespect to
the solo
Chrysalis.
gecko.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
no comment.
Yeah.
For Chrysalis, it's like there's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that ass.
Genuinely nothing. Yeah.
fairs.
You took Lotus off Santa Honors with Solo Gecko. Let's relax. That's true. I did watch you drop a nuke on that shit. So I
Okay.
guess I
You
can't.
know
Oh
what?
yeah,
I can't
bro.
clown on you.
Okay.
That-
It was
off topic.
okay. You were do or die with that gecko. I can't lie,
And I
because
was
yes,
doing
you might have
that
taken a map off
gecko.
Santa Honors, but I watched some bad stat lines. Either way, I saw some bad stat lines and I saw some good stat lines. It's all good though. This was their qual match, and Revenge is in Swiss, which again, I'm excited to see what this roster
Congrats,
has in
Revenge.
store, and we'll see what happens. Truth be told.
Fairs.
Super Bowl, bro.
Oh, here these last two are
Now
Oh
we're
my
on to the
gosh.
big ones.
Oh my
WGW
Bro.
Hyperspeed.
The live watch party of WW Hyperspeed has got to be talked about for generations, bro. Like everyone was there and everyone wanted that 3. Like everyone wanted 3 so bad, and it really could have gone. It really could have gone, but like, hey, Prime Cross Unity, my bad.
Yeah.
Map 1.
Apparently there's some anti here.
There's some anti here.
Yeah, look,
Bro.
well, not here, but
They
like,
get shout out our
we-
coach, by the way, best anti-strat of all time.
Hey, big
And got
shout
shit
out.
on Big Perugula. Anyway, continuing on.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I am not involved in this.
Yeah.
I'm just I will say,
bro.
okay, WGW, because I know some of you are here. I'm surprised you guys didn't pick Breeze. Can I be honest?
On the lowest.
I thought their
On the
Breeze was
lowest.
fine. It is Hyperspeed's perma. Hyperspeed just left Breeze open twice,
Those.
and we didn't pick it.
Yeah.
We didn't pick
This
it,
is
and we
still-
didn't even give it a chance to go third.
Mm-hmm.
They did
This
what
was
Exsouls
still
wanted to do. Sorry, go ahead.
Great map. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
for
two
sure,
great
for
maps
sure.
out of both of them. Like, I'm sorry, we were Yuji and I casted all of map 1, and then I
My
had
power went
to
out.
take over. I had to emergency start the stream again for map 2. But like Ascent, we saw some bangers. Like we saw the Zapix top hut trip
trip.
that
Bro.
That one was pretty fun.
melted my brain.
We're all freaking
But
out.
like it was a good series, all things considered, and it came down to some heroics from individual players, and
yeah.
like if I'm WGW, I'm not mad with how this ended, especially if your name is Crystal or Zapix. No shade to the rest of them. That's just
I think you can be
those,
sad
those
because
are
you're
your
up
big
6-1.
stats. Those are your big stats players right there.
Yeah.
Zapix,
And-
Dictator, Ludo 1, Dash into Trip. Sorry, keep going.
Sam, on your Breeze pick, where we got WGW coach saying minor leak low key. We played the comp wrong the first time. And then Zapix said we brought it up, but we thought about our own game and how we were a lot more confident winning Haven plus split instead of a in brackets what should have been guaranteed Haven, and then a map 3 big question mark. And then Virtue said, yeah, Vi was supposed to be on Omen and Star was supposed to be on Chamber, LMAO, and I beefed it. So like
Nice.
a little bit of insight into what happened, I guess,
I mean,
in terms of vetoes.
it's like
but-
it's always a balance. I guess the way I look at it is always like sometimes I talked about teams taking like gambles on vetoes, and it's like when they just said something. Let me look at it.
They were
Well, yeah,
practicing
but you-
Breeze with Star
yeah,
Chamber by
But
Omen.
even then,
yeah.
I still think your guys' Breeze at like a fundamental level wasn't like the worst.
It was
And like when you talk about playing like when you look at vetoes, it's like Hyperspeed's been banning Breeze the whole event. I think you could just like I think it's one of those situations where it's like you can take a risk and
It's
you
just
pick the
layers.
Breeze. But like it's like it's a balance for sure. Because I do think like to be honest, this literally just came down to like you guys were up 6-1 and it ended 7-5 and then you lost the bonus. That was it. Like
yeah.
I think it's just like Haven still could have been a win, I guess is what I'm saying. Like it
Yeah.
like you were up 6-1 and 7-5.
Also,
Yeah, happens.
kind of off topic. Don't you guys hate playing Chamber? That's what I heard from someone who like I don't know who I heard it from, but I swear I heard you guys just like full hated Chamber.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
about
yeah.
Vi hating
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
Chamber.
yeah.
But either way, I think this was a good showing from WGW. Sucks that the run had to end here. If you guys had made Swiss, I think that would have made my fucking weekend.
That would have made my weekend.
But considering this is like most of their first time out of groups, and they had this deep of a run, OQ4 aside, like I think this is still a result they can be proud of, and you know we've heard from most of them, if not all of them, I don't recall, that they're just going to stay together, they're going to build, do whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what this team still has in store, and you know what the offseason holds for them.
I'm so excited
yeah.
for kickoff WGW, bro. I'm gonna be
WGW
there.
kickoff.
I will be sat.
We're gonna fucking win.
That's what I'm saying, bro. We are.
We're gonna
gonna
watch.
We gonna watch.
We are gonna watch.
All right, and then Highcard.
Oh boy.
Hyperspeed.
Oh, Sam, this is your time now.
No. We can talk about the first two maps.
Okay.
Ascent. 16-14, a little bit of a banger. Not
I
too
think
bad.
I think definitely I can because I think Hype picked this.
Yeah, it's Hyperspeed's pick.
I think they were confident after the WGW win for sure. Just like we'll play the Ascent. We just played it. We're warm on it. Unfortunately, Prime Boop took over this game. I do gotta point out that there's only 12 first bloods on Highcard, and they won 16-14.
And none of them are kick at.
Yeah, but my point is like they were clearly on average they were probably down numbers a lot, and it was just like, you know, they probably just lost some numbers. I watched because I only got to watch Split and Haven. So I'm not entirely sure, but I think when you're only getting 12 first bloods in a 16-14, like there had to have been a few rounds that was just like
someone got caught out, so
thrown away.
Yeah, something bad. Something bad.
Yeah,
happened. Something bad happened.
Something bad just happened for sure.
Split. Not too bad from the HYP. Pangolian.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Pangol. That's what I'm saying.
Pangolian.
I know Pangolin dropped 30 on their fucking heads, but there was a point in time on this map that Kiro was like 11-2.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kira
Motherfucking lover
did
girl
just-
was putting that shit on the table.
bro.
Yeah, Kira was playing good this map also.
Yeah.
It was Kira and Pang on this map, really.
Yeah.
I
Like a
was
Shaq and
surprised that
Kobe.
they ran Clove. Not that I think it mattered because they won anyway. I was just surprised that they ran the Clove on this map.
Yeah, that
Hyperspeed.
seems
Oh.
it seems odd. I'm not.
It does
I
not
get
seem
it.
like a cafe character to me
Mhm.
in a team setting.
No,
But
no.
you know, when you got Prime Pang and Kira just like kind of running
Matter
around
that
the map,
much.
killing everybody, like
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like if you
Honestly.
get a 10-2 half on this map, it's like I know it ended up a little closer, but like, you know, all it takes with a Phoenix comp, Phoenix Waylay is like you just get your ults and then you spam the ults and then you win.
Yeah. We're saying the Clove was a cafe choice. She was bored of Omen, and we trust her, and she did good. That, yeah. Fairs.
I mean, yeah. If
if you
it's
want to
just
have
it's
fun
just
while
a
you're playing,
scaling thing.
fairs.
I mean, I've seen it work. I've seen MVSK run this in the past. Hashtag
Rena's talking
MVSK.
about some 9% headshot.
Rena, you got
Jesus.
Rena, you got to be
Calm
dealt with,
down,
bro.
Jack. This is tough. Either way, I've seen this run before. MVSK ran this last Swiss, but I don't know. I mean, it worked. They got
We
it.
get there's the Haven incident.
I think
There's the
this.
Haven incident.
Sam, I think we opened the floor to you.
We might as well mute up at this point. Like,
Don't do that. No.
I'm
Do
kidding,
not
I'm
do
kidding,
that.
I'm kidding.
I did. I picked out some. I did. I did a. I VOD reviewed on my own from 12-7 to see what caused Hyperspeed to lose this map. I'm not gonna talk about every round because if I did, we'd be here for like 30-40 minutes. But I did pick out like some. Should we go over the 3 I picked or just the 2? I can
we'll
do
go over
2.
the 2. We'll go over the 2. Which ones? Which ones you wanna go
So
over?
if you want to look at the 12-11 one, the one that's
12-11.
marked at 2.
Yeah. Here's the. We'll just play the first clip or the first round.
So this is at 12-11 at this point. If you want to pause real quick, to give context, they didn't time out. I heard at 12-10 that the coach was told not to time out just because they were gonna do like a fast strat and like a timeout would give that away, which I think is fair. But you know, at this point, and I can speak on this as like a competitor also, and like we can all attest to this. Like the nerves have got to be fucking high at this point.
Yeah.
Like you're up
sweating
12
like a
one-
fucking
1-1.
12
Yeah.
Map score. This is 4 Swiss. Like, you're
Yeah,
sweating, bro. You're sweating.
it's 1-1. You're up 12-7. You've just lost 4 in a row. Your bye's like kind of broken. Like I did my own personal VOD of this, and I sent it to Kira from Hyperspeed. And I was like, bro, if Highcard had an outlaw player, or they like looked at the eco, bro, dude, an outlaw here would hit like fucking crack in
Yeah.
game, obviously.
Yeah.
But like an outlaw here would have done wonders because they're all forcing down. But if you want to go ahead and play it, we'll watch how this round gets played out. So 12-11, no timeout, right? It's just the players. They go into like this like 3. It's like late 3-0-2. Walking back. Yeah. This is something Highcard did a lot. Was just like they're just gonna do a C hit. Like both teams loved going C, so we're just gonna see like a C hit.
Oh yeah, the spacing wasn't.
The spacing was bad, right? I'm out. Holy fuck! I'm blind default. Ping gets 1. Ping gets 2. Traded out. 5v3. Cafe just spams one through the smoke. It's like, okay, guys. If you pause right here, before the incident, we are in garage. And I don't know if this was calmed after death or whatever. If you unpause it, sorry, we just peeked it. So I don't know if that wasn't calmed, that garage is now gap, or we just weren't aware that Boop was going to take the first timing. We don't need to pause, look at minimap, right? Thank you, observer. In the past. Luna 1 is now all the way up A. She's hearing them run.
I'm in their house.
Yeah. We hear them run. if you pause,
I'm surprised
right
that's
here,
not a collat. I can't lie. I'm surprised it's not a collat.
I thought it was gonna be a collat. I think she tried for it to be a collat with like the ADS.
Probably. Let's see it one more time.
But I think it's
You didn't have to
okay.
replay it.
It's not the it's not the worst thing because like she doesn't know that the Omens won because Cafe is still alive and Cafe was the one that did the spam.
Yeah.
I think in this, I personally would have just either let them go further up long because your team is rotating, or you just smoke yourself out at this point and you regroup. But if you unpause it, we'll watch the round. The rest of this, she kind of just like takes a one.
I mean,
she has four
one.
balls. Well, yeah, I think how this is played is now an issue. Keep playing it. How this 2v2 is played, I think, is an issue. Because we hear them running and we just like rip the Omen ult insta towards C. And I think this is like a mistake because you're now nowhere close to being grouped.
Yeah.
We're just taking 2 1v1s.
And we made the
And you
steps,
can't-
and Boop has the timing, and it's
Yeah.
like
she does
obviously,
get
obviously, there's a level of this that like they don't know.
Well, yeah, for
So
sure.
like we're getting the observer POV, but it's so. If I'm
wanna pause real
Hyperspeed, we'll
Pause it.
watch the round unfold.
Okay.
But yeah, watch the round unfold, and I'll make my point.
So there's one last point I wanted to make here. We win the 1v1. Okay, we tap again. I think as soon as like Kira loses, I think the minute you see that shoulder, you just retap. Because it's not planned. Like she has to run out.
Yeah, and I mean
Yeah.
It's nerves.
We can
It's a
in the
nerve.
moment thing. Yeah.
We can micro what happened. You know, until like for as long like we could go back in hindsight POV and say, oh, this is what you should have done. I think the biggest thing right now is the mistakes are like Hyperspeed without taking that timeout is currently unraveling. They were up 12-7, or they were up. If you can go to a point where I can see the scoreboard, they were up 10-7, and then they were up 11-7.
They hold tab.
Yeah, if they'll hold tab at the end of the round. But like, well, look at the timeline. The timeout was needed at some point, and then the 5 rounds that Highcard won to bring it to 12-12. There needed to be a timeout in there somewhere. If we're saying, okay, Maxi we don't want the Maxi timeout, like maybe it was decided going into that final round that we don't want the Maxi timeout to conceal the play or whatever. But there should have been some level of like, okay, we just lost 3 in a row. Take the timeout to regroup.
Yeah, and if you didn't want the timeout,
that's not on the
12-10,
players either. Like when was saying, I don't know, we had another timeout. That's not on the players. That needs to come from your coach.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. If you don't take the timeout at 12-10, like that was being said by I think it was somebody on the team that like we don't want to take a timeout because of reveal fast strat. At 12-11, you should timeout. I was really in call saying, I'm like, guys, they're a fucking puddle. They're melting. Like they needed something. They needed. And as a coach here, before we look at the 12-13 round, as a coach here, it's like, yeah, your attack was your favorite half, but like you don't have momentum at all. Everything is like falling apart, like super fast, and you just need to take a timeout and like regroup. So if you look at the important, I have 12-13 timestamps.
It didn't timestamp correctly.
Okay, unlock. Oh wait. I'll fix it for you. No, but if you can just go to 12-13 also.
I'm right here.
Well, not this one. This is the first round. 12-13.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Go back a little
bit.
You
skipped a lot, bro.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, this round. Okay, pause real quick. There has still not been a timeout. Your team has just lost 6 rounds. I'm not gonna talk about last round. They forced that C hit so hard. So hard. They forced it. And you can just tell, my rule of thumb and when I would VOD my teams or whatever is if it's a whiff, you ignore it. But you can just tell from the amount of whiffing that was happening that everybody was just fucking nervous. Everybody's tweaking. So at this point, it's you need to take a timeout. It never feels good, and I'm speaking from a coach, it never feels good to just time out in the first go around of OT. But when your team has now lost 6 in a row and they're just freaking the fuck out, you need to take a timeout. But let's watch this round because there were like a lot of mistakes that happened this round. If you want to unpause. So we're back on the defense. Highcard's doing the thing. They're actually faking C this time. And in my own personal VOD review, I did criticize Hyperspeed out of like a 1-3-1 that they didn't rotate as properly. But they're here for the flood. Right? We're here for the flood. We have a camming garage. We have like a trip front B, whatever. Luna, if you pause, Luna has just killed the Omen. There is no Omen.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, and especially against Highcard, where this team runs, they run like the arena. There's no longer any stall for A. There's no stall for A. She is worried about a timing. If you watch this play out, she is worried about like a timing A long, just because of Cypher cage. But I think at this point, you just full give A. You just give it. You don't have to like look long or anything. You just give it and you play retake. And we kind of just like swing. We swing when the cage is up, and then Kira goes to trade, and everybody's like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
It is now a 3v3. Everybody is freaking out.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
then Azar
frantic,
just
it's a
wins
frantic
one.
round due to the situation, and at this point, it's like GG's.
Yeah,
Like, Mindy's not in a position to do anything. Penguin
Everybody
gets
just
caught on
lost
a
their
one,
one.
untraded, and it's 3v1. What more can Mindy do? Like,
Yeah.
It's not to say that this was completely like it was lost perma because Mindy can still shoot her gun.
Yeah.
But like,
Azar also plays this well for what that's worth.
yes,
Azar,
this is just
Azar
very
literally
well
just
played.
like Azar just knows that the goal is just like they have no vision block. We're waiting for tap again. I tap. I have dart back up. I'm darting. It's just over. And there was 3 1v1s happening in that round, and Azad won all 3 of them. I do think
Crazy
some of
though.
it. That's like the only analyst. If people are interested, I can upload like a full 12-7 on VOD review because there were mistakes in like every round. But I do think some of it is like on the players. Some of it is on the coach. Like you need to use that timeout. Like
Yeah,
you need to time out at 12-11 because like you can't keep it into OT. It's OT. Your team just lost attack. Your team just lost their attack round, which is their best half, by forcing something super hard that I think in a normal headspace they would not have like forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it was like a small little Sam VOD review session. It's all constructive. I'm not flaming anybody because in that situation, I know me personally, I would also be making mistakes. It's such a high pressure situation, but yeah,
that we were. I think I'll speak for all of us. Like, and we just have more friends on Hyperspeed. Like, we just wanted to see you guys win. So, like, admittedly, it was really fucked up that we were like I started going on my hater arc because you guys shot Abby 2K's body way too much, and I don't stand for that ever. No Abby 2K hate in my fucking good GC OQ4 by any means. So I was on my hater arc for like a little bit. But like when it came down to Highcard to Hyperspeed, I was like, okay, sure, they can win now.
yeah, I just think
and it sucks. But like either way, look, I'm not gonna get into the fucking shooting bodies bullshit. It's like, yeah, there's some parts of this roster that are a bit newer, and like you think about the old Hyperspeed roster with Ruin, and that's a big piece of firepower and consistency that like is lost from this roster. And I think they've made up for it in various departments. I think like Lover Girl, Pangolin, Mindy's always been pretty consistent, but like Pangolin and Kira have stepped up in a big way. Like this was a phenomenal tournament from Kira.
agree.
Truth.
Pangolin as well. It's just, when the pressure is on and it's all on the line, it's tough. And
Yeah.
Luna 1 has that experience. Mindy has that experience. But
plus their last qualification game wasn't really close. So it's not like they've been in like a...
It wasn't. So
you're still playing for it, but like you're not
it's a
actively
bit
throwing a
more
game.
accurate. And You know, like I don't think I was listening to the comms, and I kind of wish I was, and that's what I was looking at, because we know how loud Little One can get. And I'll make fun of her all the time for the like, the equivalent of the psalm, like, if you want to win, then show it to me. Like,
Come on, man.
The motivational stuff that Luna One does. And
Luna lost
I'm
her voice
wondering,
after the match, by the way. Good to have
and
you.
I assume that this is like, we've gone the distance. This is like the depths of this best of 3. Luna One's probably gassed, and maybe that's where that slipped. And so, like, not having that loud voice or that maybe as much hype was like kind of like, I don't know, team felt something was wrong when Luna One's just like absolutely like not able to speak anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not to say it's Luna's fault. My point is you had experience, and those experienced players were pressured in a way that maybe they weren't fully used to, and this is the result. Highcard was playing with nothing to lose. Hyperspeed was playing to come back to Swiss. So, arguably, there's more pressure. And when your name is KitKat and you're gonna run around with the fucking Reyna, and you're at this point you're doing this for shits and giggles, like, yeah, I'd imagine that there's zero pressure. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we saw Reyna to Swiss. It's a funny storyline that happened, but we saw Reyna to Swiss. It's doable. That will be the thumbnail. End of discussion.
Like, look at this VLR, bro. Like,
I mean, it's not tough as hell.
This is
I can't
so
lie.
tough.
That's just tough.
This is so tough, bro.
Stuff.
100% Reyna usage all the way to Swiss. You got it. You actually got it. I don't know.
Sure, bro.
I'm gonna say put that shit on all.
Yeah, like,
yeah, we're not gonna see KitKat in Swiss, which is tough.
Oh,
Like,
they said they might play some of that.
Yes, I think they'll be around for like the beginning of Swiss or a few select weeks, so you might still see that Reyna. I'm gonna be so honest, if like whoever they have subbing in for KitKat, if they keep the Reyna as part of their comp, if they can shoot their gun, then this is just gonna functionally serve the same purpose.
Yeah.
If they keep the Reyna and stuff, like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And we do have insider info as to who that will be. We will not be revealing that until next episode. Until
we're
things
gonna
are more
wait.
public.
Yeah,
we are going to wait on any roster stuff
No
until
Swiss talk, no
we
roster
make our
talk for
Swiss
now.
talk.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess I'll talk about it some because we kind of finished talking about OQ4. The next Swiss episode is not recorded until roster lock happens, and everything that we're hearing is like for sure locked. Roster lock ends like the 9th. Like Swiss starts on the 13th. So anywhere from the 9th to the 13th, I think we'll try to probably do like maybe another live recording, or at the very least we will record it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to talk anything Swiss until things are confirmed, just because like we're hearing a lot and not all of it is like confirmed. And I think, at least in my opinion, it would be in bad faith.
Yeah.
To talk about speculation when there is so much speculation and not anything confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too much in the air. There's contracts that still need to be signed. If the contracts get signed and then we talk about it, and who knows?
If you're
contractual, we don't want to screw anyone over. And if it's just like interpersonal relation stuff, we don't want to make anyone mad, because that might be the first time they're hearing about it, and I don't want to talk about that.
100%.
I don't want to be the way someone finds out about something.
Yeah, if you are the team and you're chill with us, like talking about your roster, whatever, and you want to just like send us your roster for the next episode, yeah, like you can DM like any of us. Like I probably like join our Discord, whatever, text one of us. Like, well,
W plug.
Well, yeah, but you know,
follow us on Twitter. Like, you can DM the Twitter account. You can DM one of us through our Discord.
anyway, but yeah, I mean, just like if you want to be put in the next episode, and you want to like reveal who you have for the roster, then we could talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I will probably do some investigative journaling on my own.
We will do some investigation on our own, and we will, we won't disclose stuff.
Never leaks pod.
Yeah. What a ride this OQ was.
This OQ was
a crazy OQ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
there
all
was
things
a
considered.
yeah. There was. If you think about it, Dynamo's the reason this bracket was like how it was.
Low
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
Dynamo started this like the snowball
the
effect of just everybody's getting upset.
Yeah. It all began when Lush GC beat Dynamo. Oh. Hey. Congrats to Ora, Roso, Revenge, and Highcard for making. W Big K
Thanks.
Halcyon. W Big K Halcyon.
Thanks.
If you want to look
Too
at all
tough.
the Swiss teams, we can talk about. I mean, obviously things will change, but like, I think this is a pretty good.
This is not
Pretty good
bad.
Swiss.
This
It's
is a
not
pretty
bad at
decent
all.
Swiss.
Yeah, Swim Trek, SR, FlyQuest Ghost, Puppy Thieves, Sun Otters, Catface, Secret, Hammers, Spiders, Sad, Los Chudless, Ora Tempr, Roso, Revenge, and Highcard. I won't lie. As opposed to previous Swisses where top to bottom is like this insurmountable gap, there's so many worlds for so many of these teams. I won't lie. Like a lot of these teams have really good players, and obviously, however roster lock happens and whoever moves wherever, this could change like some opinions, but I won't lie, it's not bad. Obviously, you have your high tier teams, but like the bottom end of Swiss is not bad at all.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's no bias at all when I agree with you.
Exactly. Like I don't know. And there's no bias at all. When I agree with you. Yeah, appreciate that, bro. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. We have put in the application, and we'll try to watch party as many Swiss games as we can. Like as our schedules allow. Bang. As our schedules allow, we'll watch party as many Swiss games as possible. But yeah, that is no more. It's enough Swiss talk. There's enough Swiss talk.
Yeah, we'll do like a whole tier list. We'll do predictions, all that jazz when things are confirmed.
We're already very over time, but we're passionate.
But it's fine. It's fine.
We're passionate, and that's all
we
that
love
matters.
it.
We are gonna start looking at putting our stuff on Spotify because we know we have a good amount of listeners, not watchers. So if you are interested in that, tell us you're interested in that, and that might motivate us to do it more sooner.
Yes.
So,
hey,
drop a follow across the socials.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in other things, like you're definitely come tell us.
We're thinking about more content, and we just like, I don't know, if there's more stuff that people want to see, whether it's ideas people have for like, I don't know, stuff you want us to talk about, or like, I don't know, we have anyone remember those old Sentinels videos where they would talk about like how they played the map? I thought about sticking Sam on one of those VODs.
Sam's
and just,
Nerd Corner, bro. We gotta make a Sam's
Nerd Corner.
If you guys are interested
stuff
in
like that,
let me know. I love just talking about the game. If people want like live things of me doing it, or like just own videos, like I would be more than happy to do it. So like any feedback ideas, they're welcome.
Please, thank you.
And I think once, especially with the season coming to a close after like Swiss main event champs, all that, we are going to try to like talk about other Valorant related things and even more esports related things. Who knows? We'll see.
Like
Rocket League.
Never. Okay, your mic is on.
Okay.
Never leaked pod.
On.
We are not leaking. Thank you so much to everyone that joined us today. It's been a really good time. I enjoyed talking about everything. Remember, we didn't get grouped. We actually made playoffs technically. Thank you to Ora Tempr, K Halcyon. Cannot change the name. Will not change the name. But
thank you for those who came by.
Thank you for everyone
Discord,
who joined
on
Discord,
Twitch, all that.
Everyone. Appreciate
Spotify.
You Spotify. Soon.
YouTube.
YouTube, yes. But have a good day, everyone. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.